Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Kitty Love. Last time we did the guy that we don't like that much, and today we are going to do our boss. And out of context, that sounds very, very bad. But no, two more people left. This guy today, that guy on Sunday. We all good? We all ready? Good. Let's begin. Sure. Takuma Sugar. Episode number 1. The black cat was gone. I couldn't move my body because of the shock. If I kiss someone I really love, I can be human again, but I don't. I was sulking in front of the bench. Well, what I can see is not the hand, but the fluffy white cat hand. Yep, I really turned into a cat. I was moving one side and look at the peach-colored paw. I can't believe it, but I have to believe this. The scenery looks different too. Does Cat have this bad eyesight? I was sighing and looked down. I can hear the sound that I didn't recognize when I was a human. Is that the sound of the car? The sound of the leaf swaying are also louder and scary. Meow. I meant say, I feel bad for the cat, but instead it said in a weak meowing. Oh man, this is gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Where's my stuff? Where is it? I looked around the bench, but I can't find the bag. My purse? Locker and house key? I love my phone too! I looked around the bench, but I can't find my stuff. What should I do with work? I felt like I was going pale. I closed my eyes facing down. The way to go back to human is... There's only one way to reverse the curse. Kiss with someone you really love. Kiss with someone I love. The one that I can think of is Takuma in Smile. But why Takuma? I admire him, but it's not like I'm in love. I shook my head sideways to stop me getting confused. Even if I stay here, nothing will change. Should I go somewhere safe? I should go somewhere safe. I ran to get off my worries and ran. Yeah. I ran to get off my worries and ran normally too. It looks all the same. Oh, now! There's not much light and dark. It's been a while after I left the park. Hey, that rhymes. This is the way I'm supposed to know. I was following my memories too. Where am I? Car! The sound of cars are big and made me stunned. I want to move, but I can't. Hey, Bambi. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing? Hey, Skirt. Your name's Skirt. Do you stream full time? Yes, I do. Every day? Hey, Serena. What game is this? This is Kitty Love. Everyone's here. Bambi has homework. Aw, man. That's rough. I hope you do it. Serena, do me a favor. See why you think I got this game. The sound of cars are big and made me stun. I want to move, but I can't. This is a visual novel, by the way. Oh. There was someone coming towards me, and I shrank my body and closed my eyes. I closed my eyes and listened. By the sound of it, it sounds like a man. What happened? Are you lost? Are you scared? I'm a cat, by the way. I'm a girl, human, but also a cat. Low, warm voice. I look up. Takuma! Takuma looked really worried, and looking at me. He was still wearing an apron. There he is. Your fur is well taken care, so maybe you are a house cat? There's a lot of cars, so it's dangerous here. You're procrastinating on doing a radio show. Don't procrastinate, just do it. It sounds fun, actually. What kind of radio stuff would you do? Takuma crouched in front of me. I felt like the sound of a car had become smaller, and I feel like my body's less tensed. Don't be scared. I'll take you somewhere safe. Thank you very much, Takuma.
Meow.
Aw, isn't this cute, guys? There was a big hand towards my head and patted. What if I was a cat still in a morning? How would Takuma react? I feel so worried about tomorrow. Let's go. I still have some work left. Let's go home. He reached out with both hands to carry me gently. I think I do the top choice. Be surprised and scratch, that's a good idea. Yeah, I have a little cheat sheet here, because I don't want to redo all of the chapters again. Up! That Shadow Moses Island sub-area, do you have any tricks to beat the giant metallic robot boss? Do what you did in Brawl. Just beat him down. What's your strongest spirit? Definitely use... If your spirits aren't strong enough, try to find new ones on the spirit board. Like Hades. Or, Zygarde. Or, what's his name? Lyn, it's a her. Takuma carried me gently. I'm now on the same height as usual. Good girl. He was stroking my chin gently. Takuma started to walk towards the shop slowly. I went inside the shop from back door with Takuma. On the counter, there's many files. He must have been preparing for tomorrow. Wait a min. Got that? Wait a min. He left me on the floor and Takuma went to the backyard. Hey, is this good enough for your bed? Takuma brought a basket we use for the gift wrapping. It's the one we send for occasions like opening for shops and other. I'll leave it here, so use it freely. I'll be here. Takuma put the basket next to the counter. Oh, thank you. I'll feel bad if I don't get in, so I entered carefully. He was looking at me gently. Takuma thinks I'm normal cat right now. Even if I understand the situation, it makes me embarrassed. So, everyone in chat, if you're a grammar and punctuation Nazi, I deeply apologize. 'Cause this is the whole game. It made me feel tickled, and I was becoming round inside the basket. I'm getting sleepy. When I shut my eyes, I can sense the smell of the shop even more. When I was about to fall asleep in the basket. She added a coins for the change. She's great. With his voice, I woke up immediately. I'm not supposed to be relaxing here. Meow. I jumped up immediately and went to jump toward the counter. That's amazing. I can jump this much? With my action, Takuma was surprised too. Takuma, I'm sorry. I'll try to be back as a human tomorrow. I was standing in all the feels and look at Takuma. Oh, are you hungry? There's some milk inside the fridge. Wait here. Huh? No, Takuma! Meow! Takuma went inside the room through the backyard. Yeah, that's what he did. He came back with a small plate with a milk and come back. Here, I've warmed up a little bit. He's warmed up, guys. The milk's still cold, but he's warmed up. He left the small dish next to the basket. It's nice smell. I haven't had anything after the shop closed. I touched my tongue on the surface of the filk. Where did even F? It's delicious. Drink as much as you want. I'll get some cat food too. Tomorrow. There's so many reservations, so I have to prepare a list for stocking. There's 2 reservations in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. All of them are a huge arrangement I have to do. But I have a staff who's really hard-working, so I'm encouraged. Takuma! I went back to the basket and looked at Takuma. Then he looked so kind towards me. He's so kind. I can relax when he's around. I must be more relaxed now. I'm getting sleepy. Good night. I can hear Takuma's gentle voice from far. I started sleeping. Good night. There were lights coming in from the window and woke me up. It's morning. I was looking around. I was at the backyard of the shop. I think it's back room, not backyard. No wonder I was confused for a bit. Apparently, I was sleeping on the sofa for relaxing. Why am I... Oh! I remembered what happened yesterday. Huh? I'm back! As I was checking myself, I touched my arm and my cheek and hair. I was able to go back to a human being. What happened? My stuff! I woke up immediately and I went to check the locker. Then I normally put my clothes and valuables I locked in it before I went home. Oh! Inside my locker there was a bag that I thought I lost at the park. Phew! That means it was all a dream? Maybe I was sleepwalking and came to the company. I tilted my neck as if I went through my memories. Right, I'm sure. I've been to the house once. Okay, it's a brand new today. When I looked at the clock on the wall, it's time for Takuma to go for a buying. I started preparing for opening the shop. I'm doing this, guys. I can do this. I did it 3 other times already. Good morning. You're fast today. Takuma, good morning. Today, I can't say I was sleeping on the sofa at the shop. I woke up early, so I came here early. I see. That's great. Thank you for coming early. Not a problem. Oh yeah, have you seen a white cat? Huh? I found her last night at the big street. It's a white one with orange eyes. She was sleeping in that basket. When I look under the counter, there was a basket where it was yesterday. Oh no, it wasn't a dream. I have to do something about it. Oh, that cat. While I was taking the potted flowers outside, it went outside. Takuma looked disappointed. I see. I got some cat food for her. But well, if she's hungry, she might come back. You know, cats comes back to the house that they are familiar with. Sure, that's true. Anyway, can I ask you to take out the one with branches from water first? Sure, I'll work on that. I nodded to hide my confusion and surprise and started to work. Whew. It's in the afternoon and people who reserved came to collect. The shop is very busy. It was how I imagined. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was gazing at the colorful flowers in the bouquet. Takuma's arrangement is well balanced and beautiful. It's a good reference for me. Hello? Oh, hello. I'll be with you in a second. Excuse me. As I'm talking with customer, I have to think about the next task is. I couldn't do well in the beginning, and I was depressed many times. But I can work better now, but I can't be like Takuma at all. I have to work hard so that I can be like Takuma someday. 'Cause that's my goal, I guess. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. After I sent the customer, there was a phone in the shop rang. Yeah. Yep. Hello, this is Hanuka from Flora. How may I help you? This is Saijo. Sorry to bother you when you are busy. Mr. Saijo, hi, how are you? Good, good. I'd like to order a sweet pea and miscanthus today. Sure, sweet pea and miscanthus, right? Is that a real flower name? I'll be picking around the usual time. Okay, I'll prepare for late. Thank you. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. Click. After I cut the phone... Why did you cut the phone? I remembered what he said yesterday. He was caring about my health yesterday. Why did I remember that now? You can take the lunch break now. I just realized when Takuma talked to me. Okay, thank you. I'm sure he was just caring about my health. I'll go for a break. I went to the backyard and took out valuables from the locker and went out. I should go there again. I got a bread from the nearby bakery, and I went to the park again like yesterday. I went to my favorite bench in the park. I don't think there's anything changed. It looks so normal. I can't believe what happened last night. I was wondering and looked at the flower bed as usual. The flowers are better now. The flowers that was dead yesterday afternoon is back to life. Hi. I was concentrating on the flower bed, so I was surprised. I looked towards where I could hear the voice from. Mr. Fujimoto. It was Mr. Fujimoto. He was wearing a normal clothes today. Excuse me. Hello, you have a day off? No, I'm on my way back. How was your work? Was it only for morning? I started working yesterday morning. Huh? I thought you normally change after 8-hour shift. We have schedule like that sometimes, but normally we have schedule set for morning till the next morning. I see. I understand now. Mr. Fujimoto silently looked at me. I've got a call. I took out the phone from the pocket. On the display it says Takuma Sugary. It's Takuma? I'm sorry, Mr. Fujimoto. He nodded back silently. Hello? Hi, sorry to bother you during your break time. It's okay, what happened? We have an urgent reservation and it's big and it's a gift, the gift for opening a shop. It's a big arrangement that I have to do. So can you come back a little bit earlier? Sure, I'll go back now. Ding! Mr. Fujimoto received a call too. He looked at me. He's pointing at the exit. Apparently he's going now. Takuma, can you hold on a second? I'll see you soon, Mr. Fujimoto. I took my face away from the phone and greeted. He replied and left the park. Takuma, sorry to make you wait. I'll go back now. Yeah, I'm sorry and thank you. Oh, were you meeting Mr. Fujimoto? Oh, sure, I met him at the park. I see. I'll see you soon. The phone cut in a rush. Maybe there was a customer. I started walking towards the shop. Whew! When I went back to the store, there was Takuma and one of customers talking. And it was really good. Do you have any plan of going? Yeah, I was thinking of going for the next holiday. There was a customer from the back of the shop. One of the customers, so I smiled. Oh, hello! Hello, thanks for coming back again. What were you guys on about? In the art space in front of the station, Mr. Saijo's work has been displayed. Yeah, this time it's a mixture of Asian and Western flower. Mr. Saijo has very nice balance. Oh, we did provide some flowers for this? Yeah, we did. This time he chose Aspidistra, Dahlia, and Anemonia, more than others. It was worth going, really. See you later! Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Saijo must be amazing. Yeah, I've passed in front of the exhibition, but I've never been inside before. I wonder how Mr. Saijo has exhibited. What's it like? I want to see. I was thinking of going to the exhibition next day off. Do you want to come? I'm happy that he asked me, but I don't want to give you a trouble. Aren't I going to be in a way? In a way? No, not at all. I didn't even think that. It'll be a good study for flower arrangement. And if you have time, join me. I'd love to. Good. Then why don't we meet up in front of the station? Sure, thank you. This isn't a date, right? I was having a hopes up. I went in front of the shops to talk to the customer. Ooh-wee. While the shop is less busier, I was writing a pop advert at the counter. P.O.P. Good evening. There was Mr. Saijo moving elegantly when I heard the doorbell and look up. Takuma went closer to him. Mr. Saijo, hi, how are you? Is my order ready? It's Sweet Pea and Miscanthus today, right? It's prepared already. We'll bring it out for you right away. Yes, thank you. I looked at Takuma and went to the backyard to bring the flower. Oh, our customer told me. She's seen your exhibition. Oh, the one in front of the station. I was going to tell you about that, but you already heard. I see. I heard that it was amazing, so I really want to see. Thank you. We were thinking of visiting on our day off. Great, I'm happy to hear. Thank you for waiting. This is Sweetie and Miscanthus, and that you've ordered. I hand to Mr. Saijo with both hands. Sweet Pea was soft and Miscanthus looked fresh and vivid. This is amazing. Anyway, do you know the flower meaning for the Sweet Pea? Yeah, I think it's tender memory, isn't it? That's right. But there's another meaning too. It means don't forget me. Mr. Saijo smiled a little, then I felt dizzy again as if I was dragged toward the flower. I was putting a strength on my both legs, and closed my eyes tightly. Are you alright? Takuma supported my back and I opened my eyes. Oh yes, I'm fine. Mr. Saijo looked at the flower and smiled again. Anyway, this is the fee. Thank you very much. I'm going, so bye! Mr. Saijo made a rustling sound and turned back. Ding dong! He slowly opened the door and left. After I sent Mr. Saijo, I remembered to stop breathing, and I took a deep breath. What? I was it the same thing as yesterday? Why is this happening? It always happens around this time. Am I having an amnesia? Am I ever gonna speak the English again? Hi. Oh, Kyohei, how are you? I'll be talking to you, Kyohei, tomorrow. Yeah, Bombi's playing YouTube, by the way. Good evening. It's a bit early today. I was able to finish early today. I see. Oh, have you seen any white cat around here? The white cat? Yeah, I found it on the big street last night, and I took her to the shop, but she left. Takuma was worried for me. No, I haven't seen the cat. I see. Hello. Hello. When you have time, can you check the stock for floral foam? Sure, I'll work on that. You seem busy. No, not really. Busy time just passed. I see. I'll go now. You're leaving now? Yeah, I just passed here, so see you around. I see. Thank you for coming. I went back for work after Kohei left. Okay, that's what happened. Phew, my legs are killing me. It was busy today. I was walking in the dark sighing. It was like a dream yesterday. I can't tell anyone that I've turned into cat before, but it was actually fun. I smiled and looked at my watch. It's busier toward the end, so I finished later. My body felt weird. Why is this? Maybe I'm too tired. I should go home and rest. When I was looking away from my watch and murmured. There's that F. The F that was at the one word earlier was supposed to be there. Wah! The sound of the car was louder and made me crouched. I was so surprised. When I look down around the ground, it's closer to the ground. The sight is lower and narrower, and I can hear better. It feels like, oh no. I know for sure, I've turned into a cat again. What? I looked around myself. I have a white fur and longer tails with light beach paw. I guess apparently I look exactly the same as last night. I didn't meet that black cat today. No one saw me, right? I closed my ear. I don't feel any human around. Phew! I tried to calm down and stood up. If I go back to the shop, Takuma will still be there. Will be there still. He was worried about the cat, so I hope he'll welcome me in. If I go back straight, I'll be back at the shop. I turned around. Hey, Pia Mikaru! How you doing? Good to see you today. Oh boy, it's rough today. It's rough today, buddy. When I got to the shop, the shutter was still a little bit open. When I looked inside the shop, there was Takuma. What happened to him? He normally closed at the closing time. I should talk to him. Meow! Takuma turned around. He had a huge smile on him. Oh, you came back. Good evening, little kitty. I've been waiting for you. So how was your day? How was your day today? Was it as a good day? Was it has a good day? Kitty? Takuma came closer and crouched in front of me. I thought you were gonna come back, so I opened the door and waited for you. He was waiting for me. I was so happy to hear that I rubbed my head around his foot. Takuma's hand reached out to hold me. He brings his cheek happily towards mine. Takuma! Meow! Takuma patted my head with his fingertip and he closed the door with the other hand. I tried to make your bed more comfortable today. Hope you like it. Taku. Well, his name is Taku now, everyone. Taku put it on the floor. There's a basket next to the counter like yesterday. I want to buy you a nice bed for you, but it's alright, you don't have to. I shook my head sideways, but Takuma was just looking at me smiling. I knew why he didn't get it. I tried find a way to tell Takuma that his bed is good enough for me. So he looked at the basket. Oh! Inside the basket there was a pink towel with small flower embroidery. It's cute! Takuma is very nice and kind. I waved my tails, I have more than one tail now, and went around the basket. Takuma seemed relieved. I'm so happy you like this. You can use it whenever you want. Oh, I'll bring some water. He went to the backyard. Takuma brought a silver plate with him. Here, it's a water. He left the plate near the basket. As I looked inside, I remembered that I was thirsty. I went outside the basket and drank water. It was so good that my tail was standing straight. Hey, Ultimate, what team do you choose at the Splatfest? I had to go with my gut, my past experiences, and just everything. And I went with Team Waffle. So, Team Waffle is what I'll be representing tomorrow. If you chose Pancake, sorry. And, may the best team win. May the best breakfast win. Takuma was watching me and rubbed at my back gently. What about you, Bombi? What did you choose? You're so adorable. Thank you for coming. When I look up, Takuma looked a little troubled. I heard that cats tend to make a spot where they are familiar with. Do you have somewhere else for that? I hope you can stay here. Takuma? Takuma smiled at me sadly and strokes my chin. I've been alone for a while, so I'm happy. When you feel like coming, come anytime. Yes, the waffles are best. Alright. Everyone here is pretty much Team Waffle, so hope you all will join me tomorrow. Amen. He was smiling again. Takuma! I should prepare for tomorrow. If you are sleepy, go ahead and sleep. That's right. Takuma was dealing with me until now. I sighed when I saw Takuma going through the file on the counter. I've never seen Takuma with that kind of expression. That was unexpected. I went inside the basket. The towel was so soft and made me sleepy. I heard the sound of using a calculator sometimes. It was comforting and made me fall asleep. Oh my gosh, you guys. Mine got third! I felt a light, and when I opened my eyes, I can see the ceiling of the shop. When I look at my right hand, I can see my own hand that I'm used to see. I'm back again. When did I turn back? Oh, Bombi, what do you think of this game, by the way? Give me your, opinions. Surprised you know Main Got? Yeah, I'm surprised I know too. Even if I followed my memory, I can't remember. It's like a big fog in my head. I check my body, I'm normal or not, and I check the clock. I still have time until I come for work. I remembered what Takuma was saying. I can still remember his sad expression very well. Did anything happen to Takuma before? I was lying on the sofa and tried to remember how I changed to cat. When I wake up, I turn back into human, so I change while I'm sleeping. I sighed big and looked at the time again. It didn't take long. Am I going to have this every day? I can worry all day, but it won't change anyway. I should do as much as I can for what I can do. I changed and closed the shop to go back home. Fun fact, German is a close relative to English, even though German looks like they took the word from alphabet soup. Still though, close relative, that's pretty cool. You don't know anything about the game? Well, don't pay attention to the game, pay attention to the dialogue. What are your opinions of the dialogue? I'm sure Pia Makaru can tell you all about his opinions of it. Good morning, how are you? Good, good. Takuma nodded and was looking for something again. What happened, Takuya? Takuma, rather. Yeah, the white cat. Did it leave again? I see. What should I say now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry while I was working on outside. It ran. Maybe she's scared of me. I don't want to lie, but I can't just tell him the truth. Oh, maybe she might have a place to have for a breakfast. When I said that, Takuma's expression looked brighter. Yes. This is the plot. Pia Makaru said it perfectly. We have fallen in love with 3 of the gentlemen already. This is the 4th. Sunday will be the last, and then we'll never see this game again. So sad. Ow! Maybe. She might come back at night, so I should look forward to tonight then. Takuma was smiling gently. Okay, I'll work on the inside, so can you do the outside for the setup? Of course. I remember that I brought out the cleaning tool and I continued. Good story. Around the lunchtime, there's less customer. Takuma prepared for the delivery and looked at the clock. I'll go for the delivery, so can you take care of the shop? Can you please do the check for the reservation and maintenance for indoor plants? Sure, drive safely. Takuma left for the delivery with small motorcycle. Oh, he left with small motorcycle again. That's my rival, by the way. It's almost time for lunch. Where should I go for the break? When I'm alone, I look at the clock and think this. Maybe I should go to that park to find out some clue about this transformation. I started to think about the park and the black cat and shook my head to forget. I should concentrate on work right now. When I was changing my thought, there was a phone call. I picked up the phone. Hello, this is Flora. A bouquet for the birthday? Sure. What color would you like to have in the bouquet? Oh, sure. We'll pick the flower according to your budget. We can prepare for you, yes. Thank you very much. Oh, the basic color is orange. Maybe some rose and Persian buttercup. Might be nice too. I should check with Takuma. After I finished the call, I was writing it down on the reservation list while I was thinking. Ding dong! I heard the doorbell and I look up. I smiled at the young customer with a potted flower. Hello? Hi, I want to have this one. I'll be there in a min. Again, guys, the word minute is not in this game. See if you can find it. I went toward the customer from the counter. What's the name for this? It's called Linaria. This one arrived yesterday. I took the potted flower from the customer and put it in a plastic bag and handed it back after I finished the payment. I don't know much about the flower, but I thought this one is cute. I'll come back again. I'm glad you are interested in flower. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon then. Woo! I'm back. Hi, Takuma. We have one reservation for bouquet in the evening for birthday. Okay, what kind of bouquet is that person asking? Orange base, but little bit calm and mature image of flower. I see. In this case, what do you think you should use for the bouquet? I was thinking use mixture of rose and Persian buttercup as a main. That sounds good. You can ask me questions if you need to. So, can you make a bouquet for this? Really? Thank you very much. Good luck. Oh, you've written down on the reservation list, right? Yeah, the budget is also clear too. So I've written down the order there. Thank you. I'll take care of the rest. So why don't you go for a break? Okay, thank you. I went out as usual. The sunlight was getting brighter in the afternoon. It's too bright. I'm curious about the park, but I should probably go inside for lunch. I was wandering around it for a bit, but I ended up going to the cafe near the shop. After I finished ordering, I relaxed by the window side. It looks like it'll be busy toward the evening. I'm sure Mr. Kawahara will be coming to the shop too. I can't just relax today. I took out the phone from the pocket. When I looked at the screen, there was a message from Kyohei. My schedule tomorrow? He's asking me if I want to go for a movie in the afternoon tomorrow. It's nice of him, but I already have a plan to see Mr. Saijo's exhibition, so I have to say no to him. Recently, I've been canceling to go out with my friends because of work. I haven't been out with Kyohei too. Well, it's even more since I became a cat. When I sent the reply to Kosei, my meal was served. You got served. Toward the evening, the shopping street became more lively. It's beautiful sunset today. I hope it'll be sunny tomorrow. I was finishing off the bouquet using a lot of orange when I saw outside of the shop. You. Why are you in this story? Why is everyone in this story? Hi, Takuma. Please make the usual bouquet, please, with red and white roses. There was Mr. Kawahara coming to our shop in suits. I stopped working on others and started preparing for a bouquet. I made the bouquet as he ordered so that he wouldn't complain. Thank you for coming, Mr. Kawahara. You seem busy as usual. Yeah. If I'm bored, it means I'm not doing well in my business. It's the same with you, Takuma. Sure, but take care of your body, alright? While they were talking, I finished making a big bouquet. Thank you for waiting, Mr. Kawahara. When I talked behind the counter, Takuma reached out to grab the bouquet. Takuma's hand touched mine. I'm sorry. These things happens a lot, but I remember the time I reacted more when I was cat. That's okay. How does it look, Mr. Kawahara? I can still feel his warmth in my finger. I pushed the register machine. You're gonna cook? It's fried rice night. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds delicious. Are you gonna add egg to it? Egg, maybe a little bit of sausage? Not sausage, a little bit of ham? I don't know. Maybe some veggies? Mr. Kawahara was looking at my face grinning, then he looked at the bouquet. That's okay, but you're still slow. You should learn from the manager you admire, right? He just emphasized the word admire and my thoughts just stopped for a minute. Oh, he said minute. The word, oh, a moment, never mind. Mr. Kawahara looked amusing and still grinning. My cheek was getting really hot. Can't do ham, but you do have chicken. Nice. Do it. Chicken and rice. Why does he say something unnecessary? Why does he have a good intuition? I'll try my best. I don't need the change, Takuma. Thank you. See ya! After Mr. Kawahara left, I turned around to Takuma. Look, why is he like that all the time? It's becoming like an everyday joke. Takuma, there are some things you can say and some things you can't. I'm sorry, I'll be careful. But you were doing really well today. Well, thank you very much. Takuma's smile made me calm. When I finished dealing with customers, it was almost the closing time. I was preparing for closing with Takuma. Then Takuma talked to me as if he remembered something. Oh hey, the bouquet for the birthday. The customer was really happy. I was also happy too. Takuma told me happily and smiled. I gazed at his expression. I almost smiled, but I tried to hold myself together. Takuma, I'll try more. Oh, I'll get the flowers from outside. He is like a son. I hope I can be a help to him. I was trying to put my hands around my hot cheek and went outside. After I finished preparing for closing, and I finished preparing for going, it took longer than I thought, so I was rushing. If I'm going to be a cat too, what time would that be? I hope there won't be a sets of time for the change. I'm going now. I bowed in front of the store and shutter that little bit opened. Thank you. Sorry you stayed late tonight. I hope I can avoid turning into a cat in front of Takuma. I looked at the basket next to the counter. Takuma, hope that cat comes. Yeah, I still have some work left, so I'll wait for a little bit. Takuma looked at the basket. He's usually kind, but he seemed even more kind. I don't want to be human and cats-like going back and forth, but if Takuma is happy and only for a short amount of time, maybe. I felt really awkward. I was thinking of going home after I bowed again. One more thing, about tomorrow for the exhibition. I'll be working in the morning, so I can see you around 2 p.m. in front of the station? Can I see you? Oh, and I forgot to talk to him about the time and place. Of course, not a problem. Then Takuma sent me out of the shop and left the shop, but I walked faster than usual. I didn't know when I'll turn into a cat. I should go to the park and see. I might not become a cat today. I almost ran toward the park. You almost? But now you're here. But you said almost. I went looking around a little and went inside the parl. Yeah! It doesn't seem to have any people around. I see a bicycle passing once in a while. What did I turn into a cat last night? That sentence. Ooh. I was aiming toward the bench next to the tree. I don't see stray cats because it's night. Maybe I should wait for another 10 mins. I look at my watch sitting on the bench. Around here it was calm, but there was some wind making the leaves move. That would be like a spelling mistake, like a 3-year-old would make. Make and then ing. I'm nervous now. The time passed and the cloud hit at the moon, and so it's even more dark. Oh! Next moment I felt dizzy again and I was on the floor. I feel like the ground is swaying so bad. My sights are getting darker and darker, but it felt like my head was foggy and unclean. But it was gone immediately. Oh! I looked down at myself. I have a white fluffy fur. I sighed and to pick up the sound around here, and I needed to concentrate. I think I'm okay. I don't think there's anyone around. I'm relieved now. Takama's still in the shop, right? I remembered what Takama told me before I left, and I left the park. I went back to the shop without hesitating. There was a little bit of lights out from the shutter. Is he working still? Of course he is. I tried to look inside from He was facing the other way around. Meow! While I was crying, the shop manager had a pet bottle of the tea. A pet bottle now? Maybe he was resting. Ah, good evening. I've been waiting for you. Takama came over happily. He crouched and opened his arms. Come here. Takama, that's little too... I looked up hesitatingly, and he reached out to me. Wah! Aww. Gotcha! Isn't this cute, guys? I'm the cutest kitty ever. Takama talked into my ear. Oh, when I realized that you were not here, I was thinking about you. I missed you. Takama put his cheek against mine. I can feel his breath. I felt my first standing. I felt really hot and I wish I could run away. Meow! Don't run away, I'm sorry. Please stay with me a bit more, Takama said in a sad tone. He changed suddenly that I was wondering. Takama? You're really warm. It's good to be with someone. Sure is. Takama was frowning for a second and smiled a little. When I was little, one of my classmates had a cat. The cat had a nice fur and clever. I was actually jealous. Takama started to walk toward the counter. I was listening to the story that I've never heard from him. But I wasn't allowed to have any pets. I wonder what kind of cat that was. It was similar to you. Takama looked like he was remembering something and sat down on the folding stool. When we were in the school together, the classmate talks about the cat happily, like they sleep together or the cat doesn't go away. I've touched a couple of times, but when I held the cat, I wanted more. It was really hard. What are you saying right now? Takama stroked my back and sighed. And when I visited their house, their family's really tight, you know? There's kind mother and older brother who always greeted me. When I go back home, there's no one waiting. I was thinking about that all the time. If I think about it, it's shameful. Takama was forcing himself to smile. Takama, you don't have to force yourself to smile. I rubbed my head to his chest and I stroked his arms with my tail. He looked a little bit better and sighed peacefully. Cool. I was waiting for Takama in front of the lively plaza by the station. I got here a little earlier, but he's usually on time. I guess he'll be here soon. I looking at the other way of where the flood of people arrived from the ticket gate and... Ah, here he comes. Takama was walking faster. I'm sorry, did you wait for long? Oh, I never saw him in this before. Excuse me. No, I just came here. How was work? Good, thank you. Shall we? Yes. Ooh, doesn't this look nice? The exhibition hall in front of the station was surrounded by female visitors and the elderlies. That sounds like a racist term for the elderly. The elderlies. Wow, that's amazing. It was white base space, and it was even more emphasizing Mr. Saijo's art pieces. He placed dahlia like this. Artists have a different sense, I guess. I was standing next to Takuma and look at all the colorful pieces. Overall, it was Japanese style, but it was well balanced with this Western look style space. For this piece, I wouldn't be able to think of using this vase. This is amazing. Yeah, if we have these elements to our product, I'm sure our customers will like those. The art piece is chic, but still dignified. It makes me gaze it. That moment. Wah! I bumped into other customers who was looking at other piece. I'm sorry. We apologized at each other. Takuma held round my shoulder with his arm. It's getting crowded, Takuma was telling me quietly. I could feel his breath on my hair. I guess so. I was looking down because I was being shy. Mr. Saijo was going to come here toward the evening. Takuma pointed at the paper at the reception, was still holding my shoulder. Yes, I wanted to see him. Why don't we hand our present at the reception? Why don't we look around a little bit? Sure. Takuma smiled from close. He was guiding me so that I won't bump into other people. We moved to the cafe near the exhibition area. Japanese flower arrangement is deeper than I thought. Takuma nodded and smiled with his coffee cup. For a shop, you are supposed to follow what customer wants, but if you understand the good art pieces, your flower arrangement skill will change. Looking at paintings and other art pieces are good too. It's necessary to refine your tastes. I was listening to Takuma while I was cutting my favorite cheesecake. Takuma, you are reading art pieces too, right? Yeah, it'll be a good reference for the flower arrangement and display. If you are interested, I'll lend you the book that I recommend. Really? Yeah, I don't really keep the magazine, so if you don't mind a photo or an illustration book, I'd love to. When I look interested, Takuma put down his cup and looked at me straight, and I never look interested again. I really want to support your effort, so I want to teach you various stuff as much as possible. I felt warmer with his kindness. Thank you very much. When I think of what he told me, it made my heart pounding. I looked at Takuma. When our eyes matched, the Takuma smiled. It made my heart extra noisy. I went to observe various things, as you told me. When I said it seriously, Takuma nodded happily. When we got out from the cafe, the sun was going down. Takuma, I'm sorry you paid for me too. The cheesecake was really, really delicious. It's okay, don't worry about it. Do you like cheesecake? Yes, very much. Does everyone in chat like cheesecake, by the way? Cheesecake is great. It is great. Takuma seems relaxed. I heard from one of our customers that there's delicious coffee and cake shop on the other side of the station. Do you want to go there next time? It made my heart jump when I look at his expression when he was looking into my face. He's asking me as a workmate? Right? I nodded a couple of times to hide how I was surprised. Sure, I'd love to. Good, then it's a promise. Sure, promise. As I was walking with Takuma, we looked at each other and smiled. It's all coming apart. After we left, I went back home. I finished the dinner and bath. I ate my own bath and went outside. The park at night is very quiet as usual. There's no one and none of the stray cats are around. I think it's almost time for my transformation. Takuma is probably at the shop still. I was looking around a bit and went behind the tree. I was thinking about today while I was waiting until the transformation happens. It's been 1 year, but I've never heard anything about his private life. There was night breeze swaying leaves. When I was a cat, he relaxed and talked to me. It's a little sad. I wish he can trust me a little more. I hope he can talk to me freely. When I thought about that, my body felt weird and my sights were swaying. Again, when I tried to support my body with Juri, I transformed into a cat. I had Takuma's expression stuck in my mind. I want to see him. I went straight towards the shop. Episode 3. When I went to the shop, the shutter was open a little bit. He was waiting for me. Yes, he was. When I looked inside without making a noise, there was Takuma taking care of the flowers. He looked serious. Maybe I should surprise him. I tried not to make any noise and went closer to Takuma. Meow! Wow, you surprised me. Takuma was surprised and almost dropped the towel. He seemed relaxed and smiled now, so it made me feel relieved. Takuma, stop being so tensed. Meow! Takuma left the towel on the counter and came closer. He crouched and smiled toward me. I was waiting for you. I was so happy about his welcoming, I was rubbing my cheek around his foot. What happened to you? You're being very sweet today. Takuma held me inside his arm. It felt good. You're not hungry, right? Do you normally get fed by others? You can come a little bit earlier, you know. I'll buy something you like and I'll stay with you if you want to. As I was listening to Takuma, I felt like my tail are getting less tense. I wish I could make his wish come true, but in a morning I turned back to myself, so... I was looking down and started thinking. Takuma looked at me and stroked my herd slowly. I have a herd now? Admittedly depressed Cupcake. Heyo! How you doing? How's life? Admittedly depressed Cupcake. Now you get to experience this game. Just read along. Well, don't read along, but just tell me your opinions of it. And how are you doing today? Most importantly, pretty decent. That's good. Good to hear. But as long as you come to me like this every day, I feel happy. So when you visit me, you can lean on me. Takuma's big hand tickled my neck, and I started purring naturally. I was trying to tell how I feel and looked at him. I can only visit you around this time. Is it cool if you post a link, for a drawing? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll check it out. Takuma looked more peaceful and tried to match an eye with me. You probably understood our words, right? You always make me relax every day. Let it be known, by the way, I'm a cat right now. I'm a human girl, but I'm currently a cat at the moment. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, this drawing stinks! Oh wait, that's my drawing I did when I was 3. This is pretty cool. What is it? A medieval drawing someone posted? Streaming it on Twitch. This is pretty cool. Is it like, what is it? It's not finished yet. Well, it's already pretty dang good, so keep drawing. I want to see, its finished form. Its final form, one can say. Good job. I would show it on stream. Show me it when I'm not streaming Life is Strange, and I'll show it on my, stream. So far, it's just armored legs. Ah, I see. It's gonna be like a big robot. He understood me. I tried to rub his arm without using my nail. Then he grabbed my hand. Good. Why don't we go outside a little bit? After he said that, he reached out for the shop key next to the register. Takuma held me and took me to the usual park. Inside the park, there's no one there and it's peaceful. Ah, it's bloomed. Why don't we go over there? Wow, that's right. It's gonna be a knight or a warrior of some kind? That's pretty cool. I want to see. Show me the finished product as soon as you're done, alright? Good art. I like good art. I like looking at good art. And your art is good art so far. Around the sand place, there's Wisteria's flower being lighted. All the petals were beautifully opened. I can smell the flower well. There's azalea blooming too over there. Someone has been taking care of this well. Meow. So, what's your opinion of the dialogue of this game? Depressed Cupcake? I'm getting my words messed up. That's what happens when I read a lot. It's probably a couple of days ago. When I looked at it during the delivery, this one wasn't looking good, but someone took care of it. As I was trying to respond to him, I waved my tail. Takuma seemed very happy when he looked at my tail. You take lots of effort to take care of the flower, but if you it well, flowers will respond back properly. Bit odd, yeah, I'll say. My grandmother told me that. I've learnt about how to take care of the flower from my grandmother. That was fun time. I see. Oh, the first flower name I heard was from my grandmother was Wisteria. Takuma was nostalgically looking at Wisteria and looked at me. Aww. Isn't this sweet, guys? That's me, by the way. I'm the cat. I'm the kitty. There's a curse on me, and it turns me into a cat, and that's the story. In her house, there was a small wisteria. You know, wisteria looks like a grape, right? Takuma reached toward the petal and pointed. I asked my grandmother. Your grandmother? What about your grandmother? If it was a grape, then she said it's wisteria. Takuma's face was lighted and he looked very bright and gently. That's a nice memory. It must be his precious memory. Meow. When I cry quietly. He stroked my head and there was a smell of the flowers spread by the wind. My family was a little bit complicated, so it's my precious memory with my grandmother. Precious memory. Coincidentally, I chose the same work and I put my nose to his arm. What? Thank you for listening to me. I've never said anything about this to anyone. Takuma pulled my head towards his cheek and I looked at him. When I'm with you, I feel so peaceful. I'm happy, but Takuma, I'm embarrassed. My tail was standing straight and Takuma pulled my face away. What happened? Are you being shy? You're such a cutie. Meow! I'm sorry, miss. Do you want to have a look at Azalea? He was joking towards me and he made me even more shy. I rubbed my face at Takuma's chest and moved my ears. We were moving from the wisteria, the next flower bed. There was a lights coming in from the window. Where's this window, by the way? And it was very bright. As usual, I woke up on the sofa. When I see the clock, it was still early, quite early. I was remembering what happened while we were in the park and got up. It's cold! I feel a little bit of a chill and rubbed my arms. Achoo! Oh no, I might have caught a cold. I should take a warm bath. I stood up immediately and opened the locker. I left the shop quickly. Before I go to work, I went back to the house. I took the bath and had a good meal, but I can't get well that easily. Oh, that's pretty, Rose. It's a nice color. This is a very rare color. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad I asked you for the bouquet. I'm sure my friend will like this. I'll come back again soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I sent the customer out from the shop when I bowed. I felt dizzy. Aww. I really have a bad cold. Arg, it's still noon. Achoo! Are you alright? Takuma, who was working on the other side, asked me worryingly. Oh, I'm okay. I think it's the rose pollen. I don't want him to worry. I should probably hide this. I answered and smiled, but Takuma still looked worried. He stopped working and came over to my side. But you don't look that energetic today. Isn't it cold? Isn't it cold? I think he knows. How should I answer? Okay, so here, I'm gonna save it. Just so I can have a save. Yeah, cool dialogue, huh? What do you think? Do you like it? Like the dialogue? I have a cheat sheet here. Let's see. The right answer is, in fact... I think I am. Up! Let me see. Yep, it's definitely I think I am. Chapter 2 didn't even have a choice. I'm sorry. Well, maybe. I wasn't feeling good from the morning. There are days that's really cold in a morning, so it can't avoid now. So can't avoid really. What about right now? Isn't it too much to work? Stay hydrated, but thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Takuma grabbed my hand. Your hand is really cold, like you use the water right now. Takuma's hand warmed my hand up. Takuma! When he took his hand away, and with his right hand, he pulled his fringe up. What? Huh? And pulled my bangs up with the hand gently. He brought his forehead towards mine. Mind. What did that say? Mind. Towards mind. When I closed my eyes, Takuma's face went back. Right. You don't seem to have a fever. Why don't you take an early break today? Also, there's medicine at the backyard, so why don't you have some? Thank you. My body froze for a moment because I was nervous. I nodded, looking down. I can hear my heart beating so loud. I try not to think too much and started working. While I was taking a break, I took some nap, so I was able to stay until the closing time. I was so nervous during the day. I can't see Takuma's face properly. I kept on having that moment during the day repeating in my head. Why did Takuma do that? I sighed and was just looking at the potted orange jasmine. Wait a minute. I'll hold the heavy one. Can you work on inside? But I'm alright. You're not feeling well, so you shouldn't worry too much right now. Takuma tapped my shoulder gently and brought the pot lightly. It's a very heavy pot. I didn't really think about it, but Takuma got some muscle. Oh, and one more thing. Stay still. I froze again. What is it now? Takuma was holding one arm with potted flower and touched my hair with others. There was a leaf on your hair. Thank you very much. When I answered, Takuma smiled and took away the potted flowers inside the shop. My cheeks are hot. I hope I'm not turning red. Oh no, my heart is beating like crazy. It's awkward. I should talk something. Takuma, were you doing any sports? When I said that, Takuma looked at me curiously. Well, you seem strong, and I was wondering if you did any sports or not. Oh, I see. It's a secret. Do you do any sports? Secret? I like going for a walk, going around the city and looking for a new shop. I see. I like those too. Takuma smiled and answered, then he continued tidying outside the shop. He tried to avoid me. I couldn't ask him more, so I started to work inside the shop. Good. I was walking toward the shop from park after I turned into a cat. There's a lot of things happened. I feel lots better because of the medicine, but... I remembered when he touched my forehead. I stopped walking. What should I do? When I remember, it makes my heart beat. He touches me so many times when I'm a cat. I sighed a little and I walked again. What does he think of me? He wouldn't do that if I'm just the staff. I was thinking while going towards the shop. Oh! I could check that the shop shutter was still open from far away. He's waiting for me. It's the usual scenery, but it makes me feel warmer. I've turned into a cat, so I should just concentrate on relaxing with him. All right. I went faster towards the shop. I think I'm a cat now. The shop was already tidy, and I tried to make a sound like usual, but when I looked inside, I stopped. Takuma was sitting on the stool. He was crossing his arms and looking down. I went closer to him and looked up. The door's open, but he's sleeping? That's unusual. He must be tired than usual. Takuma seems to have a dark circle. He can't sleep these days. I'm sorry. You're already here. You're here already. I woke him up. He was still sleepy, but smiled at me and held my body. I looked at Takuma for a little bit. He doesn't seem to be that energetic. What happened? Do I look different from usual? Recently, I keep on waking up in the middle of the night. I have nightmares. I don't know why. Meow. Does he have any concern? But when I saw your face, I feel better now. Takuma held me tightly, but instead of happiness, I feel more worried. I'm worried. I was thinking about how to make him feel better while he was holding me. The weekend was coming up, so it was really lively from early days. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Takuma seemed to be busy, but I looked at him from the side. He seems a bit better than yesterday, but still looked tired. I should support Takuma more than usual. When I was putting the ribbon for the bouquet away, how do you feel today? Takuma, who was adjusting the display and came toward the counter. I feel much better today. Thank you very much. I see. Good. Is it okay to ask you have a break slightly later? Slighter later than usual. Slighter. Is that a word? Slighter. It could be, I guess. I don't know what are words anymore. Sure. I nodded and looked at his face. He was smiling and curiously looking at me. Do I have something on my face? No. It's a good chance, so I should ask. Takuma, do you feel alright? It's been busy and you don't look good today. Sure. I borrowed movies from my friends, so I was watching until late these days. When I heard his reply, I just remembered what he said last night. He said he couldn't sleep last night. Takuma's lying. I felt uncomfortable. I'm tough anyway, so I'm fine. Thank you, and I'm sorry to make you worry. Oh, hello. I was watching him quickly running away toward the entrance of the shop. I sighed naturally. Well, he doesn't know that I'm that cat, so... For him, I'm just the staff at the shop, so he can't talk to me about the private troubles. Although I understand it's a little sad. Hello, I made a reservation. There was a new customer entering to cut my thoughts. Hello, I'll be there in a min. I quickly went toward the customer. I'm finished! Oh yeah, about the cafe I told you before. Do you remember? Yeah. It's the shop that has delicious coffee and cake, right? Yeah. Do you want to go there for the next day off? Of course if you have other schedule. I'm not trying to force you. I want to. I already promised to go with you, didn't I? When I said that, Takuma nodded back happily. Okay then. Shall we say 3 p.m. in front of the station? Sure, then I'll see you at 3 o'clock. When I looked at him, he looked very happy. I'm happy that I can go out with Takuma, but why is he asking me for these? I remembered how he was lying to me, and I couldn't really be happy, so I looked down. Towards the evening, there was a flood of people coming, but at night, it was calm. Is evening and night the same thing, or no, it's not. I know, the flower from that wedding ceremony was very beautiful. There was talkative customer kept on talking with Takuma for a while. I don't have to rescue him, right? I looked at Takuma a couple of times, but he doesn't notice. Takuma, you're still not married? The shop must be busy. If you have a wife, wouldn't your life be easier? While I was working, I was listening to the conversation. I'm still occupied with work, so I think I'll have to think about the marriage a little later. Aw, really? Oh dear, it's already this time. I'll see you around. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much. Ding dong. She left fast. As soon as she left, he went inside and tried to stretch. I'll see you tomorrow? Phew. Arg, I didn't think she was going to be asking that kind of question. Oh, you mean about the marriage? I've been asked by the older customers sometimes. They like to talk. Yeah, it's nice that they care, so I guess it's a nice thing. I guess so. We were laughing and started to close the shop. Episode number 4. Oh boy. It was already a night and I turned into a cat and stayed with Takuma at the shop. I'm sorry, can you wait a little? I'll just put this away. Takuma went to put the potted flowers slower than usual. I was waiting by the door. Is Takuma okay? He looks really tired. Sorry to keep you wait. I wanted to go for a walk with 2 today. What do you think? I looked at Takuma smile without much energy. For a walk. Maybe he has something to talk like yesterday in the park. Meow! As I was reply, I meowed around his feet. Thank you. Wanna go now? Takuma held me and closed the door and put the shutter with the other hand. In the park, there were so many flowers blooming. I was going towards the wisteria held by Takuma. Yes, I was. Oh, good. It was still fully bloomed. That's true. When I see it like this, Wisteria looks romantic. Contrast to the beauty of Wisteria, Takuma was stroking my head with a very sad face. Takuma? One of the customer talked to me about the marriage. It's difficult to talk about those to other people. He was caring about it. Takuma looked troubled. I was looking at him to talk. I wasn't caring enough of people around me until now. I've hurt many people. Huh? It was so unexpected and surprising, I was blinking for a couple of times. So I didn't think I had to have any rights to get married or have a family, or even before that getting a girlfriend. Takuma. Takuma turned his face away from me. That made me feel sad. Takuma became silent, so I wanted to make him feel better, so I was thinking hard. I really want to tell him to cheer up. Okay. Let me just check really quick. The right answer is... Oof, there's a lot of choices coming up. This one has 2 of them. The answer here just so happens to be... Look at him. Up! Let me see if that was right. Yeah, it's definitely that one. Cheer up, Takuma. I looked at Takuma for a while. Thank you. Are you trying to cheer me up? You're a sweetheart. Takuma stroked my head gently. You know, I feel better now. Thank you. Maybe I can be a good family with you. Takuma's expression changed in being relieved. When I remembered what he was saying, my hair on the tail was standing. Calm down. Takuma is saying this to the cat. Yes, it's not me, but the cat. I was murmuring it over and over in my mind to calm myself down. Then Takuma put his hands on both arms. What? My body floated and our face was getting closer. Do you want to be my wife? Do want to be my wife? Takuma, can you maybe not? I was in a distance where I can almost kiss him, then I started to sway my legs. Meow! I'm sorry, it's a joke. Anyway, should we go back now? Takuma, you're killing me. Takuma held me properly and sighed lightly inside his arms. Next morning when I went to work, he looked more energetic. It's nice weather today. The temperature is also rising. It's getting warmer, isn't it? Yeah, do you want anything to drink? You finished your drink, right? Yeah, but it's okay. I can wait until my break time. You need to keep drinking, you know. If you want, do you want to have some of this? Is Takuma a Stay Hydrated bot? Or maybe he made Stay Hydrated bot? I don't know. Takuma took out the pet bottle of tea. The pet bottle. My pet bottle of tea that was on the shelf. Oh, okay, I'll have some. I went behind the counter and drank the tea facing the opposite side of the entrance. It's an indirect kissing. Takuma doesn't care about those. While I was drinking, Takuma realized something. I'm sorry. I gave you the one that I was drinking. You didn't want to drink, right? I'm sorry. He suddenly bowed towards me. Oh no, I'm sorry. I drink quite a lot without thinking much. Takuma was turning red and looked troubled. Takuma's being shy. He's adorable. Takuma must have felt awkward. He coughed a little. I should change the topic. Takuma, if you were to have a pet, do you want a cat? Yeah, I think so. Well, pet will be a family. Then I want to have the one that I can get along with. I see. I remembered what he was saying at the park and made me feel a little awkward. I think dogs are cute too. If you were to choose a cat or dog, which one do you prefer? I'll choose cat too. I would choose a dog. I see. So, same with me. Takuma smiled happily. I liked his smile, that I also smiled and nodded. After I became a cat, I was walking towards the shop directly. I had so much fun today, we are going out tomorrow too! While I was rushing through the street... What? I stopped moving when I was lighted by the bicycle headlight. There's a cat? Mr. Fujimoto! I was thinking of how to run away from him, but Mr. Fujimoto got off from the bicycle and coming towards me. There will be trucks passing on this street too, so it's dangerous. Mr. Fujimoto was crouching and reaching towards me. It happened all of a sudden, so I became tensed. Oh, Mr. Fujimoto, what happened? This voice is... Takuma was walking with his plastic bag and coming closer to us. There's a white cat. Takuma's voice is nervous. When Mr. Fujimoto turned around, Takuma and I matched our eyes. Oh, she comes to my place every day. The moment he said that, Takuma held me. Takuma? I'm sorry, there's a couple of different places that she goes to, so she doesn't stay in mine all the time. I'll take her to my shop. You're still in the middle of patrol, right, Mr. Fujimoto? I'm sorry to bother you. Alright. I look both Takuma and Mr. Fujimoto. I look both. Takuma was rushing a little bit. What happened? I'm gonna go. Mr. Fujimoto nodded silently. He looked at Takuma. Oh, we have a Tweedia now. A what? We have Tweedia now. When you have time, please visit. Okay. Takuma talked to him quietly and tried to leave me with me from Mr. Fujimoto. When I looked back from Takuma's arm, Mr. Fujimoto, who was on the bicycle, still looking at us. He's looking at us suspiciously. Takuma seems weird. What happened to Takuma? Takuma didn't say a word and took me to the shop. When I entered the shop, there were a couple of files scattered on the counter. We have a huge flower arrangement next week, so he's having a trouble preparing. I didn't think he was rushing at his voice or expression earlier. I see, it's for the reservation that we got a call tonight. Well, we won't be able to meet the deadline if we don't prepare. Maybe I should just sleep so that I won't bother him. Meow! Takuma didn't put me down, but have me on his laps and sat down on the stool. Until you get sick of it here, can you stay with me? Takuma stroked my head and back. He looks... sad? I looked up at Takuma to check. He smiled. I really want to stay with you. Despite his expressions, his voice is not energetic. I want to cheer him up, but what should I do? Whoops. Let me save it again. Check the thing. I actually cry happily. Up. Meow. As he heard my voice, he blinked a couple of times. Is that a yes? Then I'd be happy. Takuma tickled my neck peacefully. I really like you doing things freely. I might have said something like I want you to stay, but you are still free to do whatever. Takuma's hand was stroking my back. His warmth made me yawn. Are you sleepy? If you are sleepy, you can sleep now. I'll finish as soon as I can. Takuma flipped the file. I can hear the sound of paper flipping. The shop is closed tomorrow, and I'll go out in the afternoon with my staff. Your staff? Are you a wizard? So I'll have to finish this quickly. It feels weird to hear about me like this indirectly. My ear is standing again. I can't wait until tomorrow. Oh, don't worry. I'll come tomorrow to take care of you. I'm excited about tomorrow, too. Meow! Takuma smiled at me again and stroked my back. I'm sleepy again. Then I closed my eyes. Takuma put me into the basket, but I couldn't get up and feel asleep. I only feel asleep, though. The shop is closed today, but I woke up inside the shop as usual. I went back home once and went out in the afternoon. I texted him saying I went to the shop to pick up things I forgot, and the cat left from the shop, but I might have sounded suspicious. While I was waiting for Takuma, I was thinking about it with my arms crossed. If I say I'll visit the shop on the day off, too, then he will say I should rest properly. Hello? When I was thinking deeply, I heard a voice, the voice I know. When I turned around, Mr. Saijo was standing. Mr. Saijo, hello, what a coincidence. Yes, I think the shop is closed today, isn't it? Are you going out somewhere? Yes, I'm going to... When I started talking, someone tapped my shoulder. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hello, Takuma! Hello, Mr. Saijo. Are you out shopping? For shopping? Yes, I have some urgent things to buy. You two must be really close to go out on the day off. Mr. Saijo smiled again. I don't want to disturb you, so I'm going now. He bowed gently and left. Shall we? Yes. The cafe looked brighter with lots of houseplants. Do you normally have any flowers at your place? When I heard his question, I remember the small plants with the fresh color. I have small golden pothos. I like the color of the leaves. What about you? I have a coffee tree and silk tree. I see. Silk tree is the one close. Its leaves and when it sleeps, right? Maybe I should try that too. When we were talking, our cake set and coffee arrived. Of course, the cake I ordered is cheesecake covered with fruits and sauce. Oof. That sounds delicious. It was nicely decorated. Wow, it looks not delicious. I cut the cake into the size for a mouth. I saw Takuma watching. Do you want to try? Huh? No, it's okay. I feel bad. You shouldn't. It's the recommendation. So why don't you try? I handed the folk. Yep, the folk. Okay, I'll try. Takuma took the 4 and put the cake inside the mouth. Are there forks in this place? It made him smile. It's really good. Sorry I took the first bite. It's okay. I took the folk from Takuma, and I took a bite. It was really soft with moist, and it spreads with a sweetness inside my mouth. It's so good. I smiled toward Takuma, who was having a coffee. I stopped again. Oh, another indirect kiss? I looked at the folk, and looked at Takuma, who's having a coffee. He doesn't realize that I looked at him. I started to talk to him to avoid awkwardness. You know, it's good that the customer introduced the shop. I stopped having a cake and reached for a teacup. I had a glance at Takuma. I want to know about Takuma. If it's something less serious, would he answer me? Takuma, what's your favorite food? My favorite food? Map tofu. What the heck is map tofu? I sometimes make it myself. Do you like cooking? Yeah, before I moved out from my house, I learned from my mom and grandma. I see. Takuma looked at my face peacefully. Takuma? Oh, nothing. It's nice that you care about your family. But thank you very much. What have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have talked about the family. I took a sip of tea with a bit of worries. He doesn't seem to look upset at all. I was relieved and started having a cake again. I'm sorry, you took care of the bill again. You're welcome. Did you like it? Yes. Good. The coffee was good too, and I liked it. Yeah, I want to come back here again. I was walking with Takuma and stopped at the crossing. When I looked around to check the street, I felt like my shoulder was grabbed, and stopped moving. Huh? Ah! The light was green, but there was a motorcycle passed in speed right in front of me. Oh no! Thank you very much! That was close. Let's go. What? Takuma took his hand away from my shoulder and took my hand. He took my hand and we went across the street. Takuma has a big hand. I kept on thinking about the hand he was taking mine. When we finished crossing, he looked at me. If you don't mind, do you want to go for a walk? Sure. He was still holding my hand. I didn't want him to stop and I grabbed his hand back. Takuma looked surprised. That this street doesn't have much car, so do you want to go to that street? Takuma tried to point somewhere else to hide. Sure. I can hear the sound of my heart and nodded. We went into the narrow street. We went inside the street where many little shops were. There was a place with cat ornament. Takuma, do you want to go there? They look like they have cat knickknacks. When I opened the white, classical-looking door, the shop staff greeted. It was larger than I expected at the back. Inside the shop, there were many products that have animal motif and other interior products. Oh, Takuma, there's pen with white cat. The knob area has a detailed white cat. I tried using a little bit. This is really cute. I'm gonna go and buy this? I want to have this too. Do you mind having a matching pen? Takuma seemed shy and smiled, and it made me smile. Sure. Good, then I'll get it for you. Huh? No, I'll feel bad. Takuma smiled gently, and he continued. Is this something you use on the hair? Takuma looked out. The pale pink ribbon from the jar took out. Yeah, it's for a ponytail or headband. Do you think it'll look nice on her? What do you think? I realized when he said her, he was talking about when I was a cat. I think she'll look nice. It's really weird saying it looks good on my... I think it's good length too. I'll go and get these. Can you wait a little bit more? Here. Sure, thank you very much. Why am I thinking? I bowed at Takuma, who was going to the counter, and looked at the ribbons. Episode 5. Before turning the night, we left the area. I turned into a cat in the usual park, and I wasn't on the way to the shop. I wasn't on the way? Let me check something really quick, everyone. Okay. It was really fun today. I was happy that I was able to understand Takuma a little bit more. I was thinking about how we were talking at the cafe today. That's why I shouldn't have talked about the family. He said he was brought up in a complicated family. But when he talks about his grandmother, he looked happy. Maybe he was raised by his grandmother. I was able to see the lights from the shop. When I looked into the shop from the door, Takuma was checking on the houseplant. Meow! When I made a noise, Takuma wiped his hand with a towel, and came over. Good evening. I was waiting for you. I have a present for you today. I was carried by Takuma, and I felt embarrassed that I wanted to hide my face. I know what that is. Takuma took me to the counter. There was a pen with white cat. Another white cat? Ah! Oh, it's the matching pen with my staff. I bought it because this one looks like you. I was happy that he started using it immediately, and I rubbed my head to his arm. Are you happy? As I said that, Takuma sat down on the stool and placed me on his lap. He's trying to look for something inside the apron. When I entered the shop, I thought this would suit you. From his pocket, there was a pale pink ribbon coming out. He tied on my neck. It's tickling my neck. Meow. Takuma's index finger and the middle finger is placed in between the ribbon and neck. It wasn't hurting. Meow. It's not too tight. Oh, you look very cute. You look adorable. My one and only princess. Takuma held me gently. I can hear his low voice around my ear. My hair on the back and the tail was standing. Takuma started laughing when he saw how I reacted. He stroked my head. Oh no, my heart is pounding so hard! I want to run from him, but I don't want to run. I should just fall asleep. I should just sleep. I closed my eyes. Morning. I woke up inside the shop the next morning. I quickly gathered my stuff and went back to my place to prepare for today. When I went back to the shop, Takuma asked me about the cat, but I explained that he ran away again. Wait, was that spelled right? Again, yes. In the morning, there was endless customer visiting, and it was finally calming down around the early evening. We finally sat down to take a break. Oh, I put the ribbon on her last night. What do you think? It was really cute. I felt awkward saying that, but I tried to smile. When I see her carefully, she had a pinkish hair too. Yeah, her eye colors are very nice too. She's really beautiful, you know. Sure. Arg, it's awkward. Speaking of which, you do look similar to her, isn't she? My heart jumped. How should I answer? Boop. Boop. Let me just, For some reason, it's this one. Probably your imagination. Up! Man, I'm gonna miss seeing Up when this game is over. It's probably your imagination, Takuma. You think so? I thought you guys looked similar around the eyes. I looked away from Takuma. Takuma didn't even care how I reacted. He was still smiling and started to prepare for the delivery. I'm gonna go for the delivery. Sure, see you later. Ding dong! After I sent Takuma in smile, I sighed. I guess I'm getting better at acting. There was customer coming, so I went back for working. We finished closing today, so I was waiting at the part bench for transformation. I'm getting used to this pattern of life, but the problem is how to break this spell. I placed my bag on my lap and I was looking up in the sky, crossing my arm. There was a police car passing with the sound. Police car? While I was following the lights on the car passing, I transformed into the cat. I thought that I can smoothly transform. I checked myself by looking at my foot, and I left the park to go toward the shop. When I got to the shop, there was regulars talking with Takuma in front of the shop. I guess it's getting rougher around here. You know, like a Snatchers. I was looking at them, but they don't recognize me. You have a girl staff too, right? You'll be worried for her on her way back home. Yeah, I'll let her know to go somewhere brighter. Yeah, I think you should. I'll go now. Good night. Good night. Thank you. After Takuma sent the regulars, he sighed and looked around. Is he looking for something? I jumped out from behind and went toward Takuma. Meow! Oh, there you are. Good, you were late, so I was worried. Takuma crouched and opened his arm. I jumped towards his arm. It's okay, I'm here. I drank the water that Takuma normally prepares for me. I stayed on top of Takuma's lap. You know, I was talking with one of my regulars, but it's getting rough around these days. We sometimes have an overtime, so I'm worried about my staff. Maybe I should get some personal alarm for her. When I look up, Takuma was sighing and he started tickling my neck. Takuma, you're worrying too much. When I rubbed my cheek on his arm, Takuma's expression became peaceful. Am I worrying about her too much? But it's difficult not to care about her. I understood something after I started going out with her. I think I'm attracted to her. Oh? I was really surprised and I tried to remain calm. I want to know about her and I want her to know about me. Takuma? Meow! I used to be a troublemaker when I was in middle school. Had lots of fights and going around with motor bicycle. I was quite bad. This time, I couldn't stay calm and I looked towards Takuma. One time, I hurt the one I had a fight with. Because of that incident, he wasn't able to be on the school sports team. Uh-oh. I'm those kind of human, so I don't think I have rights to like her. When I look at Takuma, he looked very painful and biting his lips. Takuma, please don't be that sad. Look that sad. I put my nose to Takuma's arm and our eyes matched. Thank you. It's only to you that I can talk about these things. Uh-oh. I was watching him quietly and Takuma looked like he was about to cry. I woke up with sound of birds and the beam of lights. I can't get Takuma's expressions away from last night. I can't imagine from Takuma now, but he had passed like that. I was trying to organize my thought. I looked at the window. But even if he had passed like that, I think I can admire how he works for his shop. I remember how much he was working. I hope I was able to tell my feeling. I sighed and remembered what Takuma said to me. Cool. Yeah. Takuma thinks about me. My face is hot. I covered my cheek with both of my hands. I was thinking about how I was talking with Takuma. I went back to myself and looked at the time. Oh shoot, I have to go back home. Anyway, I should do my best for today. I got up from the sofa and ran out from the shop. Hey, Pia Mikaru. Fried rice is done, and now you can no longer move. Uh-oh. I hope you can move your hand to move the fork up to your mouth. Oh, you ate too much. Oh no. Oh, you ate it already. How was it? How would you rate it? your master meal. After I finished preparing and came to the shop, he came to the shop at the same time. We each changed and went back tot he shop. There are many people passing today, and it looks like it'll be very busy. I was checking the flowers and checked Takuma's expression. I hope Takuma's alright. Takuma was working around the counter. I don't see any expressions like yesterday. It was like usual. When I think about his face, I remember about what he said yesterday. It doesn't feel awkward, but I keep on thinking about him. I don't know how to talk to him. Aww. I was way too occupied thinking that I got a thorn stuck in my right finger. Takuma, I'm sorry. Do you have a band-aid? I held my right hand with left hand. I went closer to the counter and talked to Takuma. I was thinking something else, and stick the rose thorn. 9 out of 10? Aww. Don't say 9 out of 10. I'm gonna want to have some now. You like to burn your fried rice and you didn't overcook it today? So, does that mean you burned it today? Because burnt fried rice is actually not that bad. Can you send some over to me, by the way? Oh no, are you alright? It doesn't hurt? A little, but it's alright. The thorn is out. Why don't you wash your hand? I'll clean your wound. Okay. He opened the door, so I went through and washed my finger with the tap water from the backyard. I've washed. Give me your hand. I placed my right hand to his left hand. It was very warm and made my heart pound. When I touch him, I feel relieved. This hand makes the beautiful bouquet in display. I don't think it's the hand only picking... Hut Star Matt. Who is that guy? Up the right... The fight. The fight? Wait. Whoa. I don't think it's the hand only picking up the fight. What? Pretend it's this rice? Popcorn rice. I'll take it. Thank you very much. I have to concentrate now. I went back to where I was working before, but I kept on thinking about Takuma. He said he doesn't have rights to make a family, but I don't think that's right. I hope I can tell that to Takuma. I tried not to sigh too much and started working. Towards the evening at the shopping street, Mr. Kawahara came to the shop again. I have to rush making a bouquet. Wait a minute. I'll make this today, so can you finish the payment? Takuma stopped me from preparing. But you shouldn't use your finger much right now, alright? I can understand that he was caring. I grabbed his hand with both of my hand. When I started work, I made a cut like this every day. There's no problem. I shook his hand and down. Then his arm is less tense. Okay, then can you please make the bouquet? Sure. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Kawahara. So the payment is... Are you two together? Huh? No, not really. Takuma's face was getting really red. Huh? Huh? With the underscore thing or whatever it is? I was wrong? But you guys look like... Mr. Kawahara, thank you for waiting. I created the bouquet faster than before and hand it Mr. Kawahara. As Mr. Kawahara took the bouquet and looked at my face, he looked at me. Oh well. I saw something interesting, and here's the money. I don't need the change. I'll come back later. We'll be waiting for you. Thank you very much. What was that? I bowed and murmured. Takuma sighed and smiled. That was surprising. He didn't need to say, I'll get something to drink from the back. You want some, right? Sure. Thank you. Takuma's embarrassed too, so it makes me embarrassed even more. I sighed and looked at Takuma leaving towards the backyard. At night, I turned into cat and went to the shop. Meow! I'm staying on top of Takuma's lap as usual, and looked through what he was doing. I guess this is all good. I'm done for today. Takuma put his hand on both under the arm and held me. I got a water from Takuma and placed back on his lap. I forgot to tell her to go home on More Lively Street. Takuma saw a clock inside the shop. We had so much work towards the end. I guess she's back by now, and if I text her, it would sound unnatural. Takuma, he really cares about me. I could feel my heart beat faster. I was being round on his lap and I tickled Takuma's arm with my tail. But Takuma looked depressed for a moment. I was surprised by his sudden change and looked at him. Takuma? He noticed I was looking, and he smiled peacefully and stroked my head. If I didn't reform myself, I might have been a criminal by now. Takuma sighed a little and looked toward the door. There was someone who helped me. Takuma smiled and talked to me, so I was listening. Helped him. There was someone who told me that even if I do good things or bad things, there are someone who's watching. I listened to him and I thought I should live seriously from now on. I see. I wonder who that is. I was looking at him and he nodded. Remember the police officer on the street? His father told me that. Mr. Fujimoto? After the fight, I had a bad injuries and Mr. Fujimoto brought a flower. He came to visit me to the hospital. I see. When he brought my flower, I remembered about my kind grandmother. Takuma stopped talking. Takuma. Get it? Takuma? Yeah. As I was trying to make him continue, I was trying to listen to him. My grandmother died before I got into middle school. I started being a mess afterwards. Takuma stroked my back and took a breath. I want to tell my grandmother who loved the flower that I got a flower shop. Takuma's voice was trembling. I touched his arm with my tail. But if I work harder and harder, people are trusting me more and more. But it made me feel more guilty. Takuma covered his eyes with his right hand. I don't think I can tell her. Takuma. The only thing I can do is look at Takuma. Takuma, please don't cry. I was being stroked by Takuma and I was thinking what to do. Alright, I need a couple-second break. News. Oh, eShop stuff. Let's see what's new on the eShop, guys. Nothing really that I really want. What about here? No. At least there's none of that electric love that Yellow Kazoo told me about. So Pia Mikaru, are you still here? I want to show you something. This happened today while I was playing Splatoon 2. No big title games come till like summer. Yeah. This happened today. Look at the guy I'm facing here. Just watch him. Here I am playing Splatoon 2, having a grand old time in my bee mask outfit or whatever. I'm moving along. I get my my ball. Oh, I'm a ball now. Ready? I'm gonna explode. He survived. Can you tell me what happened there? Go back. Wait, go back more. Ready? See, look. Not pose. Can I pause? Go back. He survived, see? He was right in me. I didn't miss the ball. Like when the ball explodes, look. Boom, it explodes. But he still dodged it. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I mean, yeah, I killed him in the end, but still. This game, man. I'm getting worse, even on days when I'm not playing Splatoon 2. I'm still ragey. Maybe the big weapon blocked the impact. Maybe. Maybe. I'll need to have like a group of scientists, Splatoon 2 scientists, explain what happened. Okay, episode 6. I woke up again on the shop sofa. I woke up and checked the time, but I slept in a little more than yesterday. 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 4 more chapters. I looked towards the door. Towards the floor. It made frowned. The floor frowned, or the door frowned? I can't just pretend that I didn't listen to him. What would Takuma think if I tell him that I was the cat? I was going to the locker. I hope I can avoid telling him, but if this continue, I have to talk to him someday. I guess it's not the time yet. I understood Takuma was doing something in the past. I understood that he couldn't accept and in trouble with. When I heard about this, I was surprised, but I still respect him. I took out the white cat's pen from the pocket of the apron and put it inside the bag. I really want you not worried. I wish I could tell him this when I'm a human. I don't know how to tell him. I was packing a bag to leave. I quickly prepared at home and went to the shop as usual. The sun was out and there's many people passing in front of the shop. It looks like it'll be busy today. There's a lot of reservation. I'll try my best to support him today. While I was working, I watched Takuma. Oh, how are you? Are you going somewhere today? I see. Today is. Takuma was talking to the customer as usual. I was watching him and still working. Hello? New customer came, so I stopped from working and went there. Hi, I'll be in a moment. I'll be there with a moment. What was that? I'll be there within a moment. Okay. Good. I left the towel on the counter and went to the customer. Hello, how are you? Hello. Oh, that pen has a cat on it. That's cute. The customer looked at my pocket. I was happy that the customer complimented me. Thank you very much. I got it in a knick-knack shop. Was love at first sight. It's really detailed. Oh, I saw a very cute black cat around the park nearby the other day. The black cat? Yeah, we don't see that one around here, right? Guess it's a newcomer. A newcomer. It has a very interesting eye color. Oh, there's that cat. That's that cat. That's the cat. My body was getting tensed. What time did you see that cat? Maybe around evening, but it ran away immediately. I see. Oh, and I found good Chinese restaurant the other day. I went there with my friends, but do you like it? Chinese food. Takuma's favorite. Yes, I love it. Whereabout was it? It's on the other side of the station and at the very back. It's not that expensive, and their lunch course is very good. Their lunch course. I see. I should probably go. Oh, this is the flower. Thank you. See you around. Thank you very much. Hey, what were you talking with that customer? Cat pen and said she found a cute cat at the park. Many people like cats a lot, and all the stray cats are comfortable to stay. Yeah, and there's a very nice Chinese restaurant on the other side of the station. Do you want to go with me? Oh, I'd love to, but is it really okay? Takuma nodded and smiled with a little hesitation. Sure, I enjoyed last time, so it'll refresh your mind a bit, and also there will be Maps Tofu. So, I don't know if you heard this, P. Mikaru. What's Maps Tofu? Is that a thing? Takuma looked a bit troubled, but he nodded. Alright, sure. I have to be careful about the time. That restaurants have a good lunch course. Why don't we meet up for lunch? Lunch? Then can we make it 1 p.m.? Sure, I'll see you at the station at 1 p.m. Phew, I was able to schedule for lunch. When I sighed secretly, there was a new customer coming. In the afternoon, Takuma went for a delivery and I was staying inside the shop. He looked very more energetic than I thought. I remembered Takuma's expression and wondering with the water bottle. There was a sound of bicycle, and when I looked up, there was Mr. Fujimoto in his uniform. He stopped his bicycle in front of the shop. Hello. Hello, Mr. Fujimoto. Good to see you. Hi. It's not safe around here recently. I see. You should be careful walking by yourself at night. Yes, I'll try to pass the lively street. Good. That's good to know. Mr. Fujimoto got off from the bicycle and looked at the display. On our display today, it's mainly Tweedia and used other cold colors. It looks nice with the sunny weather outside. This is Tweedia, isn't it? Yes, if you mix with white rose, it looks more elegant. I see. Mr. Fujimoto turned around when he heard the sound of motorbike. Welcome back! I'm back, Mr. Fujimoto. Hello. Hello. Takuma's smile was a little bit awkward because of Mr. Fujimoto. I should change a topic, otherwise Mr. Fujimoto will be suspicious. Mr. Fujimoto, these two flowers are both dahlia. Yes, even with the same dahlia, single flower and water lily type of blooming is very different. That they would look different types of flower. I see. He nodded and looked at his watch. I have to go now. Sorry to bother you. You didn't. Please come back anytime. Sure. Mr. Fujimoto looked more relaxed. I'll visit again. Sure, anytime. See you, Takuma. See you. I bowed toward Mr. Fujimoto, waved at him. Ding, 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 ding. Takuma, can I check something with you? I tried not to talk about Mr. Fujimoto and talk about something else. Takuma looked a little bit relieved and nodded. Sure, should we go inside? I hope it worked. I was relieved and I went inside the shop with Takuma. We finished preparing for closing smoothly, so was sitting on the bench and relaxed. There were many deliveries too, and he looked a little bit tired. I hope I can make him relaxed. I looked around and checked if there is anyone. I went behind the tree quickly. I felt dizzy and I closed my eyes tightly. When I opened my eyes, I was already a cat. Good. I was walking from the park having a nice breeze. I was having the nice breeze. I was walking towards the shop as I was thinking back the entire day. I'm so happy that I've asked for a date. I wish I can be closer to him like when I'm a cat like today. I might not be able to do much, but I want to be a help for Takuma. As I was thinking, I swayed my tail. I could still hear lots of different sounds. I heard the footsteps that I've used to hear from front. It sounds far, but I can hear it now because I'm a cat. It's Takuma's footstep, right? Is it for his dinner? I ran towards the footsteps. I can see the person who's walking. Meow! You're here. You do go through this street. I came to pick you up. The most upsetting thing about this game is that there's no space after each title. Yeah, I know. Every single one. It's Mr. Name, not... It's Mr. Name, not Mr. Name. Should I read it like that from now on? Me? I didn't know where you are coming from, but this is the same route where I met you for the first time. I see. I'm happy. Instead of answering, I jumped towards his arms. Hello there, Mr. Takuma. When he took me to the shop on the counter, there was a file and reservation list. I'm sorry, we have lots of reservation from tomorrow, and I can't really play with you. Takuma placed me inside the basket. It's the work that he can't let me work on. I wish I can be a support more. I was quietly watching Takuma sitting on the stool, and I became around on the towel. I smell the soap. It smells nice. You don't see how you can stop me. Luckily we're doing Takuma today, so there's not much misters. I slowly breathe in and look up to Takuma. He looks tired, but he seems riding happily. Takuma looks happy. Takuma realizes that I look curious. He stopped working and checked on me and smiled. I'll go on a date with that girl on next day off, so I wanted to finish this quickly. My ear moved. Did he just say date? It was really fun too. I've seen her in private clothes a couple of times, but I thought she's really cute. When I looked at Takuma, he's looking at the paper, but he seems happier. When she's working hard, she looks nice, and when I see her like that, I want to support her. I'm happy, but I was getting really hot and brought my face inside the towel. Oh, and even when she was rushing when we are busy, Takuma was smiling while remembering something. Takuma, that's enough. My heart is pounding and I'm breathing out slowly, but I'm glad he was looking forward to it. I looked at his face slowly. I'm relieved. I hope he can show me a relaxed expression, like right now in front of me when I'm human. When I thought about that, there's always something that makes me stop. It's too much to ask if I haven't told him anything about my curse and I ask him to talk about his past. It's not going to be solved that easily, but if I spend time with him for a while, there might be a chance to talk to him. I can hear him tapping on the calculator and writing on the paper with pen. I have some worries, but I should do things one by one. I was becoming round quietly. I was getting sleepy and closed my eyes slowly. Maybe I was getting really tired after I've been transforming into a cat. I've woken up late today. I've rushed out from the shop and went home to prepare for work. The shop is busy from morning and I was dealing with our customer. What would be the best to do next? I don't want to take much time to work on others. I know around that time there will be regulars visiting. I was tidying up the tools and there was another customer looking at the flour. Good. I should go Tawa. What? When I was thinking of dealing with customer and Takuma tapped my shoulder. You don't have to rush. I'll deal with that customer. Can you do a bouquet for delivery? Sure, I'll work on it. After Takuma suggested, I went to the register and pushed other button. I thought I've learned a lot, but I can't manage, but I guess I'm still not there. Not ... not ... there. Yet, he's amazing and also handsome. I started working on the things he has told me about. And I was watching Takuma's back. I found a time that's less busy, so I was preparing for the delivery. I should put these in the case. I guess Takuma can carry this, right? Even while I was checking the reservation and I put the tools to do a maintenance on for our regulars, my hand stopped naturally. Takuma looked professional. Even though he's busy, he doesn't have any struggle to deal with customer. I admire him so much. I can't imagine him hurting anyone, but I guess when he gets mad he'll be scary. Your hand stopped, but are you alright? When I realized there was Takuma standing right in front of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I couldn't focus much. You've been having time that you couldn't focus much, but are you alright? He looked at me worried and I felt bad, so I looked down. But I guess he's looking at me more than what I think. What should I answer? Here we go. I'm on chapter 6 now, I think. Yeah, still chapter 6. Alright, let me just do a little looky look. Wait. I'm gonna do this right. The correct answer is, I couldn't sleep. Am I cheating? Yes, because this is impossible to do. It's impossible to do it without cheating. I'm sorry, I couldn't sleep very well these days. I have to cheat, Piyamikaru, because no matter what choice I choose, up appears. And there's no differences in the ups. So if I fail one little thing, I get the normal ending. And then I have to do the thing all over again. So to save time, I'm cheating. Hahaha, I'm sorry I couldn't sleep well these days. I know you are working hard. If it's about the work, please tell me anything. Sure. I felt bad avoiding, but I shouldn't tell him yet. I'm sorry to make you worry, but I'm okay. I'll do job properly. When I answered and smiled, Takuma touched my cheek. This shop is busier than other shop, so I might give you an order a lot, but don't force yourself too much. I can feel the warmth from Takuma's hand to my cheek. When I look up, he was looking at me. I felt my heart jumped, and because of his unusual expression, I couldn't take off my eyes. I couldn't take off my eyes. I hate it when I take off my eyes. Takuma? The phone bell rang. Well, now it's a phone bell. So we both jumped because of the sound and picked up the phone. Hello, Flower Shop Flora. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. This is Saijo speaking. Mr. Saijo! Hello, how are you? I was looking at Takuma while I was picking up the phone. What? He coughed and went toward where the flowers are. Okay. My heart was beating louder. I'd like to order a peony today. Sure, are you coming today to pick it up? Yes, I hope I can go in the evening. Then I'll prepare for you by then. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy the other day? I thought my heartbeat calmed it down, but it started making a noise again. Thanks, stay hydrated, bot. I need ya. I need ya, bro. Sure, it was very fun. That's great. I'll see you in the evening. Sure, I'll see you later. Peonies. I was taking out the reservation list to calm my heartbeat down and held the pen tightly. I know. If only there was a route for stay hydrated, bot, right? Right. It was almost a sunset, and the shop suddenly is a lot calmer. I was working while talking to Takuma. Oh, I heard that our day off will be a good weather too. Really? Good. I hope the weather won't change this week. I hope so. It's been a good weather these days, so I think it'll be good. I was looking at the house plant at the front of the shop. It was swaying slowly because of the night breeze. It's been really busy, so it makes me relax when we are chatting about nothing. I was wiping the glasses while thinking. The bell on by the door rang, and I stopped working and turned around. Hi. Hi, Kyohei. How are you? Did you come here to buy something? Yeah, and also I came to see you. Really? Thank you. Do you need to buy a present? No, I wanted to buy something for my room. Something I can place next to my PC. Where's the E in something? Yeah, your room is very empty. Then what about Dischidia? It's easy to take care, so I'll recommend this. Dischidia? I'll have to work until late a lot, so it'll be better if it's something easy to take care of. I think you'll be able to take care even if you are busy. If you say so. I'll take this. Thank you very much. Can I ask you to take over the cashier? Take over the cashier. What does that mean? Sure. Take him over. Beat him up if you have to. I took the money from Kohei and finished the payment. I'll come back again soon. Also, remember, on Sunday it's my turn. Thank you very much. Take care. I'll see you soon, Kohei. I waved at him to send. Do you go to his house a lot? I went there when he was moving and when he caught a cold. Yeah, it's good that he got a plant. Yeah, I'm glad. Is Takuma not feeling well? After Kohei left, Takuma didn't look too happy. I was looking at how he was and Takuma stopped moving and he looked at me. If I catch a cold, will you take care of me? Takuma looked curious. Huh? Sure. If you don't mind me going to your house, then sure. I don't mind. Thank you. Promise. Takuma talked in a very calm voice. My cheek was blushing. I feel hot around my neck too. Is he being jealous? I felt really hot. I tried to cover my cheek with both hands to stop grinning and went back for work. Sorry, I had to make noises. The shop was getting calmer and we finished preparing for the closing. I finished preparing for going home and was talking with Takuma about tomorrow in front of the shop. I checked the time with my watch. Good, it's the usual time. Alright, I'll go now. See you tomorrow. If I go now, I can smoothly transform. When I pulled up my bag and started walking. Can I walk with you until the halfway? Huh? I'm going to the stay late tonight. So I was thinking of getting some dinner too. And I heard that it's not safe recently, so I was thinking of sending you. Who let the ducks loose? Who let the ducks loose? It's me. It's always me. What should I do? Even if he said until the halfway, he'll see me transforming. When I look up, Takuma was looking at me and smile, waiting for my reply. I feel guilty, but... Get back in your cages. Hey, Pia Mikaru, did you know that, duck peepees are corkscrew shaped. Just thought you should know that info. Anyway, where were we? I feel guilty, but I'd made a promise to meet with my friend near the station, so I have to go now. I see. Sorry to stop you. Takuma tried smiling, but he looked sad. It makes my heart aches. No, I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Takuma. I'm going to meet a girl. What? I remembered he was jealous at Kyohei, so I said to him. Takuma looked surprised. Oh shoot, he didn't even ask me, so I didn't need to say that. Armed with this information, you can now fulfill your destiny. Well, you are welcome. I don't know what destiny this is, but good luck. Good luck. So she'll understand even if I make her wait. What I mean is, even if we talk for long, she won't be mad at me. I'm getting confused at myself. Takuma started to laugh, looking at me in panic. I got it. I'll see you tomorrow. I lied again. I don't want to lie to him anymore. Well, he lied to us, so... Sure, I'll see you tomorrow. I feel guilty telling lies and lies to him. I had to leave as soon as I could. Because I ran, I got to the park at the usual time. Phew! When I relaxed and go to the tree shade. What? I felt dizzy again and feel numb for a moment. Huh? I was already turned into a cat by the tree. Was it getting quicker to transform? I was feeling worried for a second and looked around to check. No one saw me, right? I felt weird. I was trying to calm myself and rub my face with my hand. Maybe I made a mistake. We took time to talking in front of the shop. From the wisteria flower bed, I can smell the flower. I have to go now. I stood up and rushed to the shop. When I got to the shop, Takuma was sitting on the stool and having a dinner. I think he ended up getting some food from the convenience store. He was having a bento box, looking through the file by the counter. I don't normally say this, but it's really attractive to see a person having a nice meal. When I was watching Takuma from the back seat, he realized that I was watching him, and he stopped his hand for a moment. I'm sorry, this is my meal, so I can't give it to you. No, that's not what I meant. Meow! Are you hungry tonight? Or is it a water? Wait a sec, I'll bring some. Takuma stood up and went to the backyard. I'm sorry. Arg, it's really inconvenient. I was looking at Takuma from the basket when he came back from the backyard. Meow! Here, I'm sorry I didn't notice. The silver place was placed on the floor. When I went closer, Takuma stroked my head. You tried to fact check you and found out that female duck... Oh boy. It's extremely common. I'm not gonna say the word there, but... Wow. I kinda feel sorry for ducks now. Wow, F in chat for ducks, I guess. Takuma stroked my head, right. Please don't be. Thank you very much. Meow. Takuma smiled and sat down on the stool. I started to drink water quietly. Oh, can I talk for a little bit? Something good happened today. Something good? I was thinking of sending her, but she said no. She apparently had a schedule with her friend. Takuma smiled with chopstick in his hand. She looked in a rush, and I was curious whether it was boy or not. Doesn't it say anything? But she told me she's meeting a girl. Maybe I look curious. When you say that female duck, that is extremely common. Do you mean with other ducks? With male ducks? Or humans? When I looked at Takuma, he had left hand on his cheek, and Takuma looks really happy. For some reason, it made me happy. I should be happy, but it's the result after saying lies and lies. It feels awkward. I went back to the basket and sit down and round. I felt dizzy again and fell asleep. 3 male ducks will violently attack a female. Okay. At least it's ducks and not humans doing that. If it's humans, then I'm ending the stream right now and going to a new planet. I slowly opened my eyes. I got used to waking up on the sofa, on the shop sofa. What time is it? I looked at the clock. It should be around the same time as I used to wake up. Supposed to. What? I was surprised and woke up. The clock is pointing at the later time than usual. Oh my god, I slept in. Oh my god, said Wario. I went to the locker and changed. I felt like that weird dizziness. I probably was tired these days. But what's this feeling? I was shaking my head to erase my worries and went back home. I was able to make it on time. Mario Punch is playing Smash Bros. Good for him. It was busy today too, so I forgot about the worries. Oh yeah, the customer who came before noon told me about that Chinese restaurant we are going tomorrow. Mapo Tofu. It's now Mapo Tofu. There's really good apparently. Really, that's great. I'm really excited. Yeah, me too. That person are doing a tennis too, and I was asking if I wanted to. Takuma, you look like you're good at sports. Anyway, what's your hobby? You can't answer work as your hobby. When I said about the sorts, he didn't tell me. He might answer if I ask about the hobby. Hobby? Oh, workout, I think. I was happy that he answered me immediately. I see. That's why you are strong. Really? I can carry you like a princess. Well, that's just lazy right there. Do you want to try? But we're working right now. What should I do? Oh, okay. Let's just do a little bit of this. A little bit of save. Little bit of out. And little bit of cheat. It is... Yes, please. Up. Wait. Okay, we're back in. It might be a good chance. Maybe I should ask. Okay, can you try? Takuma was surprised by my answer. He looked at me for a second and smiled. Oh, really? Alright, then princess. Takuma reached his arm. I asked him myself, but I'm getting nervous. Aww. When we realized from the doorbell, there's Regular smiling and standing. Hello. Hi, good to see you. We tried to stand apart, but I guess she saw us. Aw, you guys are cut together. Like, cut from the same cloth? I'm so embarrassed now. I was trying not to look awkward and have my hair back of my ear, and I looked at Takuma. Wow, Takuma's face is all red. I'll prepare for the delivery. I went backyard and listened to the conversation between Takuma and the regulars. I've never seen Takuma that red before. It'll take time until I can calm down. I'm trying to gather all the tools for the delivery. In the afternoon, I got a break time, and I went to the park with some bread. Phew, I'm tired. I was sunbathing and sat on the bench to eat some bread. Then from the bush, there was a cat appearing. Oh, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm glad you are doing well. Do you want to have some bread? I gave some bread to the cat that's rubbing its body to my body. When I teared some bread off and it started eating. Anyway, even if I can turn into a cat, I can't understand what other cats say like that black cat's. That's weird. What? Meow! Is it delicious for you? Good. I started eating again and thinking when I can break this curse. A kiss with someone I really love. I kept on thinking about Takuma, but my thoughts were going around in circles. Black cats said like that, but it doesn't go that easily like a movie or anime. More like a B-movie version of a visual novel. Yeah. Oh no, every time I think about this, it makes me worried. The stray cat wrapped around its tail. After having a bread while I was still thinking. Thank you. I know I shouldn't be this worried. I tried to refresh my mind and try to gather garbages and got up. I should go back early. See you. I crouched and stroked Stray Cat's hair and left the park. Takuma decided to close the shop early today, so we started packing up earlier than usual. Takuma, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, good job. I guess I'll wake up inside the shop. I should go home quickly and get ready. Takuma nodded happily, and I was thinking about tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, you keep on forgetting stuff at the shop, especially the day before your day off. Have you got everything? It made my body nervous. I see, he remembers about the last time. If I'm going to say it then, I should say it now. I think I'll be okay for today. Oh, and about the white cat? Can I come to check her in the morning on the day off? Takuma looked so surprised and blinked a couple of times. But it's your day off, so isn't it too much? Not really. I'll go back home after I take care of her. Takuma didn't really agree with me. I want to get along with her. I always see her before we open the shop, so I haven't spent time with her. And also, you think of her preciously, so I want to get along with her. I need to say this to avoid him. It's not a lie that I want to know about people that Takuma cares. But, of course, it's a mixture of the truth and a lie, so it makes me feel guilty. Okay, then can you do that for me? Sure. I'm in good hands. Then I'll go now. I'm really excited about tomorrow. Takuma watched me going and I left. I was checking a time with my phone and walked towards the park. I finished early so I don't have any problem, right? When I'm alone, I get worried like in a morning. That moment I looked around and went through the entrance. I felt dizzy again for a moment and I closed my eyes. Huh? When I opened my eyes, I was already a cat. Why am I turning in this quickly? I was getting surprised and worried at the same time. I was standing still at the entrance. Hey, you. I was called by someone and I was standing really nervous. Did anyone see? I was trying to hide and I put a strength on my back feet. Wait, I won't hurt you. There was a sound coming from out from the bush. I was nervous and trying to look who that was, and there was that black cat. Ah! So, this is stuff we know already? So again, I'm gonna read this bit to myself as I get a drink.
変身の時間までも早まってきた。そう慌てるな。とはいえ、事態は一刻。何を惑う必要がある。確かに忠告してやったぞ。あと、道を。
Oh no. I said, remember P. and Makaru, I said that I would not be reading the Black Cat parts. 'Cause we know this stuff already, and I need my voice to calm down a bit. I was drinking that entire time, actually. The entirety of that time I was drinking. Whew. You're good. You are good, my friend. You are good. When I entered the shop, I ran towards Takuma. I rushed in so I couldn't stop and bumped into his legs. Oh no! Meow! What happened? Did you get hurt? Takuma was surprised and held me immediately. Takuma looked around my body to check if there's any injuries. Takuma, I felt worried again after looking at Takuma. Meow. Aww. Window. Oh, look at that. Look at the kitty and the guy there. He held me still and went to sit on the stool. I won't hurt you. I realized that I was shaking. I don't think you are injured, but Was someone chasing you? Takuma left me be on his lap gently. I was getting calmer by sensing his body temperature and smell. Maybe there was a motorbike or cars pass right next to you or something. Don't worry. I'll stay next to you until you sleep. Takuma! His warm head is touching my back. I feel a bit better, but I can't get rid of my worries. Why did the black cat say don't make a mistake? Although I was thinking hard, I felt sleepy after I was tense so much. I have to think of what to do. I still felt worried, but I fell asleep on Takuma's lap. It's bright again. I woke up from the sleep as usual, and I've slowly come back to my senses. It's morning already. Then I remembered about yesterday. The time! I got up immediately and looked at the clock. I was right, it's later than usual. Then I remembered what Black Cat told me. I felt as white as a sheet. I have to calm down now. If I don't get changed, Takuma will be here soon. Was talking out loud to make me listen to myself. I got up and fixed my skirt. It'll be alright. I'm sure there will be a solution. I took out my stuff from the locker and went back home not to think much about it. Alright, we are near the home stretch, guys. I didn't feel better even after I went back home, so I went to the station earlier. When I'm in a busy place, I feel a bit better. I was holding my phone in my hand, waiting for Takuma. He came soon after. Hey, did you wait for long? No, not really. How was work? Thank you. How was she this morning? He never answered my question. She was good. Oh, good. When she came into the shop last night, she seemed like she was in a panic. I see. I'm sure she felt safer when she saw you. I remembered about how Takuma was calming me down and made me feel calmer. Sure, I hope so. Takuma looked at me directly and I nodded. When we opened the beautiful wooden door, it was a modern interior using antique furnitures. We were looking into the lunch menu that was on the table. All of them looked so good. I think I'll have a dim sum. I chose dim sum lunch menu with dumplings, steamed shrimp dumplings, and steamed meat dumplings. I don't think I can eat all. Do you want to share? Oh, really? Can we? Then can I have a little bit of mapo tofu? One bite wouldn't be half and half. Wouldn't be a half and half. Let's divide properly and eat. I'll order now. The food looks so much better than I expected. There's different kinds of food on the red tray. It looks yummy. Why don't we start eating? I'll divide some for you. We started dividing the food from our own plate and exchanged. My god, this is so delicious! Mapo tofu that Takuma ordered was spicy enough that I can tell that it's still tasteful. Yeah, this is good. When Takuma smiled, he makes me smile too. I'm so happy. I'm glad I asked him. I was feeling less worried. I know it's out of the blue, but what kind of guys do you like? Takuma asked me while he was eating with Chinese spoon. I didn't expect his questions and it made me choke on my food. Huh? My type? I can't say Takuma, but I can't say just mention random guy. Final choice. Done. I guess someone I can respect? Someone you can respect. Yeah, I think I can respect someone who cares for other people or really focuses on work. I was getting embarrassed and looked away from Takuma. Takuma looked like he's thinking about something. Takuma? Oh, nothing. Nothing. These dim sum is really good. This place getting busier. What happened to him? I couldn't ask more, so I kept on eating. Ooh, I like this place. This is a nice place. After we got out from the restaurants, we passed the shopping street and walked through the boulevard lined with dogwood trees. We went to knick-knack shop and bookstore, so the evening was getting
こ
closer.
の店
That restaurant was really good. I want to go with you again at night next time with just 2 of us. That was this time, though. Takuma was walking slightly faster. I could feel the breeze touching my hair. Takuma looked at me and smiled, and was getting my heart pounding when he was getting closer to tell me this. I enjoyed very much. I'm so happy that I'm spending time with you. I said this when our eyes matched. Then suddenly Takuma stopped walking. I can smell Takuma's hair. Takuma hugged me. I'll do my best. I wanted to ask him what he meant, but he already pulled his body away. Takuma. I was getting darker and darker, and I was thinking of going back. I was going to talk to him, but I needed to check the watch quickly. I don't know when I'll change. I want to stay longer, but it might be dangerous to stay with him longer. I'm sorry. I remembered things I have to do. I feel guilty lying again that my voice was quieter when I said it. It's all right. It's your day off. Thank you for spending time with me. Takuma smiled, but it wasn't too happy. It made me feel even more hurtful. It's not like I don't want to spend time with you. Spend time with you. I felt thirsty. I really enjoyed today. I hope we can go somewhere together. Maybe I can tell how I feel, but... I imagined Takuma rejecting me. I felt a chill, so I vowed to thank him instead. Thank you for coming out with me. I'll see you tomorrow. No, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye! I ran and left. As soon as I left, I went back home once. I finished preparing at home for tomorrow and went to the park. I could have chosen anywhere for the place for transformation, but I kept on going back to the park. I moved quickly, but at the moment I went behind the trees, I already transformed. It was shocking. I felt worried again, but went towards the top and stayed on Takuma's lap.
今日はね
I went on a date with that girl. We went around with the knick-knack shop
一
and
緒に雑貨
bookstore.
屋とか本屋も見た
I
り
should have bought something together. Takuma stroked my back gently and told me about what happened today. He really enjoyed today. I'm glad.
最後にお茶
I was going to ask her for a tea at the end, but she got errands, so she left in the evening. Takuma stopped his
そうい
hand.
えば
I remembered her leaving early before. My ears
家
twitched.
には帰らなくちゃ
Maybe there's something she has to do at night. Maybe she has something that she's been doing continuously. How can you guess this much? There's something she's learning that if there's something she's learning, then she'll tell me someday. I'm so happy about his patience. I stroke his arm with my tail. I want to cherish his feelings. I have to break the curse as soon as I possible. I looked at Takuma. He's finished with preparing for tomorrow and reading a magazine. In order to break the curse, I think I need a strong feeling towards him. I think I already have that. I looked at Takuma and thinking about it. Is this a real love, though? I'm not making this feeling up because I want to break the curse, right? No, that can't be right. I sighed. Takuma realized and tickled my throat slowly. I don't want to lie to myself. I was thinking, but it was getting really sleepy, and fell asleep on Takuma's lap. I suddenly woke up. When I got up, I checked the clock. Not again. It was still early enough, but it was much later than before. What should I do? I won't be able to go back to a human being. I tried to hold myself together and pack my stuff. Black Cat was right. I guess I don't have any time to think. I got my bags and closed the shop to go home. I only had enough time to get ready, so I went to the shop without having a breakfast. But maybe because I'm tensed up, I don't feel hungry at
お
all.
疲れ様
You can take a break now. Thank you, but it's alright. I can take it later. If it's later, you'll be hungry, and I think I'll...
午後の配
Takes
達の
time
時
for
間が
delivery in the
かかるから
afternoon, so it'll probably be better to go when you can. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'll go when I finish this. I know I'll make him worry. I can feel Takuma looking at me, but I can't look back at
この
him.
間の中華料理
Oh, the Chinese restaurant the other day was really good. Takuma said to me gently. I felt less nervous for a second and looked up at him. Yeah, that was really good. Let's go at night too. Maybe he sensed my worries. His hand was reaching towards my
こ
head.
の間寄った雑貨
That
屋
knick-knack shop we went the other day was good too. was good tool. Went to get some matching things with you again. Did that say 2 or was that an exclamation point? Sure, that sounds nice. We should go back there sometime. Takuma stopped talking and brought his hand that was on my head to my cheek. Huh? I was surprised and blinked when Takuma was slowly dropping his eyesight. Takuma's face was getting closer. Takuma?
こんにちは
Hello. Takuma took off his hand immediately. I was still blushing.
西条さん
Mr. Saijo, how are you? You're early today. Takuma didn't look like he was getting embarrassed or surprised. I took a deep breath and went to Mr.
近く
Saijo.
まで寄ったの
I
で
was nearby, so I thought I should choose it directly. Mr. Saijo was talking with Takuma, but his eyes matched with mine for a second. When I bowed slightly, Mr. Saijo smiled back at
白
me.
いアネモネ
Some of this white anemone. Anemone?
アイリスを
Oh,
いただ
and
き
I'll
ました
take some
か
iris.
しこまりました
Sure, I'll pack these for you, so please wait. I'll prepare for your payment. Mr. Saijo nodded and came towards the
ま
cashier.
た近いうちに
I'll
作
hold
品展があ
another
るんです
exhibition soon. If you have time, please come. Oh, really? I'll be happy to. I look at Mr. Saijo, and I felt weird for a second.
では
I have an
こちら
exact change. Thank you very
お待
much.
たせしました
Here's your flower. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Take care. Mr. Saijo smiled and left the shop. The time for my transformation is getting earlier than like yesterday, and I was waiting for Takuma to finish his work inside the basket. It was around the time as last night, so it was okay, but there's no guarantee that it'll be the same tomorrow. Why am I so worried? Takuma crouched in front of the house plant. He was trying to do some maintenance. Oh, that one Oh, she already did it for me. It's the pot that I finished the maintenance before the shop closed. Meow.
あの子はすごい
She's amazing. I can tell that she's getting better at work every day, and Takuma stopped talking for a moment.
本当に
She was really pretty, and if Mr. Saijo didn't come, I probably kissed her. I remembered about during the day I started to get blushed. Takuma shyly smiled and went to the different flower pot for the maintenance. Takuma likes me, and I started to understand my feeling. If he kissed me earlier, my curse might have broken? I was getting nervous again, and my toes are getting colder. I can see the answer, but I don't know what's right. Huh? I felt sleepy all of a sudden and collapsed on the basket. I don't want to sleep yet. I fell asleep into a deep sleep. Sleepception. I kept on waking up very late that it was getting difficult to go home. I skipped my breakfast like yesterday and made it on time, but I didn't feel hungry at
そう
all.
いえば
Mr. Saijo is holding another exhibition, right? Yeah, he invited us. I see. If you don't mind, do you want to go together? I don't mind, of course. I'll be able to enjoy anywhere we go together. Takuma stopped talking, so I looked at him. What? Takuma tried to his red cheek, that he's touching his cheek with one hand. These aren't sentences anymore. They were never sentences, but now they're really, really not sentences. He's being shy. Thank you. When I heard him saying that, my heart was getting warmer. It's important to put in words. He won't understand me if I don't say what I feel. I smiled at Takuma. You don't know what happened in that block of text? Me neither. Something was red and cheeks and God, who knows anymore. I smiled at Takuma without hiding the happiness I felt. It's always busy towards the evening, but we didn't have any trouble closing on time. I'll go now, Takuma. See you tomorrow. I already checked the time and I should still have some time.
店長さん
Hi, Takuma. How are you? One of the regulars with lots of shopping bags started to talk to Takuma. Oh, hi. You finished your work late today. Takuma turned around towards one of the regulars, so we faced the other side. It was the moment I was going to say hi, but I felt dizzy. That can't be. I opened the eyes again. Oh no! I turned into a cat in a moment. I looked at Takuma, who was still talking to our regulars. He hasn't seen me yet. Takuma looked surprised when he turned around and I wasn't there anymore. I don't know what to do. I was unable to move because of the shock. and I was still staying by Takuma's feet. Takuma was looking around still. Huh? Oh. So suddenly, Black Cat, space, appeared in front of Takuma. Wow, there's Black Cat. That's unusual. Hello. Kiss the cat? I will. I will. Well, technically, I kissed the cat in the first playthrough. Takuma faced towards the Black Cat, so he was facing me back again. I think I can move now. I was able to move again, so I went to hide. After Takuma touched the Black Cat, he turned around again. Maybe she had other schedule. Anyway, do you want to come in? Takuma opened the door and asked the Black Cat. Black Cat went away from Takuma and ran away into the darkness. He helped me? Takuma looked disappointed and looked around before he went back inside the shop. I was trying to calm down myself, so I touched my face with my hand and entered the shop. Technically, cats don't have hands, so it's paw. Meow. Takuma was greeting me like usual, as usual. You're earlier than usual. Come here. Takuma crouched and opened his arm. I ran to him without hesitating. Aw, good girl. I saw an odd-eyed black cat earlier. Have you met that cat before? Meow. Although I still have some worries, I felt calmer after he started to stroke my head and back. If I transform around this time of the hour, then I'll be transforming again at the same time tomorrow. I probably don't have time anymore. As usual, Takuma held me and sat on the stool. She left really quickly today. Maybe she had some schedule. She said she'll go to Mr. Saijo's exhibition with me too. I'm so excited. Takuma. My heart aches when I think about what we went through until now. I don't know what to do. I don't have time. I have a wave of worries like right now. I want to stay with her more. I wasn't going to be in love anymore, but I'm weaker than I thought. Takuma started to stroke my back. I have to overcome my past instead of feeling guilty all the time. Maybe it's about time. When I went on a date with her the other day, I said I'll try my best, so I have to start working on it. I remembered what Takuma was saying earlier. I should talk to him tomorrow in person. Good. When I made up my mind... Huh? I felt sleepier than usual, and I can't feel my body anymore. Huh? What's happening to me? I can't open my eyes anymore. I'm really sleepy. I'm scared. I don't want to. I fell asleep while Takuma was stroking my head. I don't know how long I was sleeping. When I opened my eyes, I was still a cat and sleeping inside the basket. Oh? I woke up and looked around. Oh, did I wake you? I'm going home. Did you want to come with me? When I looked at where I can hear a voice from, there was Takuma standing. That moment, I couldn't hear a sound anymore, and my body was covered in lights. Huh? Well. When I open my eyes, I can see things from above, and I see Takuma stunned. Can I see the whole picture? Ooh, busted. I transformed back to a human being. What? I didn't know what to say. I was panicked and I was breathing short and quickly. I couldn't bear any more, and I ran out from the door. Wait! I didn't even hear him stopping me. I was panicking that I jumped out from the shop. Happy end. Boys, we screwed. After I jumped out from the shop, I didn't know where to go. I was just running the street. What should I do? I was out of breath, but I couldn't stop running. I was cutting through the wind. I didn't know I was going to transform back into a human. The road is divided into two. I stopped running for some reason. If I go back to the park, I might be able to meet the black cat. I tried moving, but I felt a fear. What if I couldn't see the black cat? The one that cursed me was that black cat. Although I was able to meet, I don't think it'll help me. I turned around the road that I was running. I don't see Takuma chasing me anymore. I was still panicking, but moving towards the park. It's the boulevard we walked with him. It's the boulevard we walked with him. The peaceful lights I've seen that time looks way too dim and makes me feel scared now. There's an O missing with the 2. I checked that no one was around and I stopped. That was fun. I didn't think it was going to be like this. What do you mean it was fun? What? I held my hand tightly. I can feel from my fingertip that I'm nervous. It was to hide about the curse, but the fact that I lied to him wouldn't change. If I told him earlier, if I understood myself better, this might not have happened. I was feeling regret and guilt. It made me even more difficult to calm down. What am I doing? I suddenly remembered his expression. Takuma! My heart aches. I put my right hand above my heart. What? Something moved from the bush nearby and the cat jumped out. Is that the black cat? I went towards the cat. Oh, it was a red tabby cat. The cat saw me and went back to the bush on the other side of the street. What's going on? I don't understand anymore. I was walking sadly. Is this? I was walking through people and I ended up coming to the downtown area. There's neon signs everywhere and I can hear the fights from somewhere nearby. I was about to cry. I tried to wipe off a tear with my hand. Hey you. What's up? Someone talked to me from behind and made me jump. When I turned around, there was 2 guys dressed up like a gang. Nothing. Aw, are you crying? Did you his face make you cry? Hey, shut up. I'm sorry. Are you alone? I'm on the way home. If you are done with your work, want to have a drink with us? One of them touched my shoulder. I was scared, so I took his hand away. I removed his hand and I took it away. I'm leaving. I tried to go through them, but they stopped. One of my friends has a really nice bar. I'll buy you a drink there, so let's go. His smile looked awkward and made me even more scared. The other one grabbed my arm. No, thank you. It's alright. There's my friend's car there too. No! They tried to pull me and I was dragged a little. Anyway, you really are very pretty. She's my type. Let me go. There's the car. Let's take her. I have to... Get off me! I got a chance to take their hands off and I started running. Arg, what did you just do? What did you do just now? Oh no! They got angry and pushed people away to chase me. Help! Someone! There was no one helping me. People around us was just watching us. Oh, why did you go to the alley? I was scared and was out of breath, but I had to run from them. Wait! She went that side. Someone help me. I was passing between the buildings. He doesn't give up on me. I suddenly turned around. Ah! I went to the street with dead end. I tried to hide myself. Don't! I was holding both of my hands tightly and tried to hold my breath quiet. Oh, there she is. That didn't help. They found me? I can hear the voice from the street. I couldn't run away. My heart is beating hard. Don't run away from us. They sound so mad. I can hear the footstep closer. There she is. I suddenly heard the Takuma's voice. There we go. The Takuma's voice. And it made me jump. The two guys coming from the other side. Takuma ran and stood in front of me. Takuma! I made it. I saw you running towards the downtown. Towards. Where was that? Towards the downtown. I couldn't stand anyone when I looked at Takuma, who's trying to catch a breath. Sorry, After I saw the Takuma, my tears were pouring out. Takuma stroked my shoulder gently. Don't worry, you're safe now. I'm sorry. Hey, move. They haven't given up yet. They started talking to Takuma, who's facing back. Takuma started to standing in front of me silently to hide me. Don't get your dirty hands on her. Takuma was replied in deep voice. I couldn't imagine that was his voice. I can only watch him right now. What? You better move away now. Another guy tried to grab his collar, but that moment Takuma shook it off. Takuma punched the guy's chin soon after. He shook off the other guy's hand. Ugh! Takuma didn't give the chance to take a break. Takuma kicked the guy's leg with right leg. Get him, Takuma! Exactly. This is like the most action we've ever seen in this visual novel. This is good. When the guy was holding on one side of the leg, Takuma kicked the other side of the leg again. Ah! The guy was on the ground in pain. You kiddo! You kiddo! Takuma started to talk to the other one. Get out of my face! Takuma and the guy glared at each other. Shut up! I'll kill you! The guy was panicking. His hand was trembling, but he was getting ready to attack Takuma. Takuma! A punch and the scream happened at the same time. Ah! Takuma's punch was faster than the attack. Another guy collapsed on the ground. Takuma was trying to catch a breath and took my hand in silence. I was stunned and couldn't talk. We left that place. He took my hand and passed the downtown, and we reached to the boulevard with dog trees. I have to talk something. I was scared and tense that my body's cold. I grabbed Takuma's hand. Oh! Takuma, who was walking slightly ahead, held my hand back. I can feel his body temperature. We followed the streetlights and walked slowly to the park. I think we'll be fine here. There was no one around us. We stopped walking when Takuma started talking. Then he took me to the closest bench. I'm sorry to make you go through these. You must be surprised. We are holding our hands still. When looked at Takuma, but his expression and the voice was back to normal. No. The moment I shook my head, I started shivering. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have lost my tension. I couldn't stop shivering. I tried to take my hand away. You can take it slow. Takuma hugged me suddenly. My body feels hot and I took a breath shakingly. I'm sorry I was hiding until now. Then we moved our body apart and I was able to see him easily. Same here. Takuma shook his head. I smelt the wisteria from somewhere. You probably know already. In the past, I've hurt many people. I can't hide and deny this past. So I thought I don't have any rights to love someone, but I couldn't hide my feelings. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. The night breeze passed us gently to sway our hair. Takuma slowly opened his eyes and took a deep breath. I'm in love with you. Will you be my girlfriend? I stopped shaking and now I'm blushing. Yes, I love you too. I said it slowly and looked at Takuma. When I heard about your past, to be honest, I was really surprised. But I thought you are amazing. You know, you went through a rough time, and now you have a flower shop. So I thought I should stop being scared and face myself. I couldn't look at Takuma properly until now, but I tried to look up. He looked at me softly. I see. His voice was really soft and it made relax. I nodded slowly. We both looked at each other and smiled. So, transforming to a cat is like a magic. Is that correct? That's more like a curse. Takuma looked really surprised. Can we go towards the wisteria? I want to talk there. Sure, let's go. We took our hand together again and moved. I didn't know the curse really existed. I thought it was only for a movie or for a novel. I couldn't really believe in a beginning either. I came here after work and saw an odd-eyed black cat. And you were cursed by a cat? I don't know the details well. The black cat's eyes beamed a light and I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was already a cat. I grabbed Takuma's hand tightly when I smelt the fragrance of wisteria. If I don't break the curse, I'll be a cat completely. Huh? How do we break the curse? I took a deep breath. To kiss the one I really love. Takuma looked surprised again. I looked down to look for a right word. So, when I held his hand, Takuma grabbed his hands tightly. Could it be me? I looked up when he said quietly, I think yes. I want to break the curse for you. Takuma's hand touched my cheek. and it was really warm. I want you to break the curse and not others. When Takuma heard me, he softened his expression and brought his face closer. I can feel his breath, and I felt like my heart was going to stop. Close your eyes. Takuma's finger touched my cheek and to my lips with numb. Although I was still worried whether the curse will really be broken properly or not, I closed my eyes. He kissed me slowly. Next moment, I felt a beaming light. Your curse has been broken. Yeah! I closed my eyes slowly after the kiss. There was a soft light covering both of our body, and the wind blew from the ground. Then it was gone in a moment. Is it broken? I guess so. I felt so relieved. Good. Do you want to go back to the shop? When I saw Takuma smiling, it made me smile naturally. Yes. Takuma held hand tightly and lead me. We left the park with holding our hands together. We did it. For the 4th time we did it. We both came back to the shop. This time, Takuma took out 2 stools and we sat down facing each other. Thank you very much. After we sat down and looked at each other, we couldn't hide our smile. I feel much calmer. Takuma looked relaxed and stroked my hair. I'm a little embarrassed. I looked down to hide being shy, but I still can't believe that there's a curse that turns you into a cat. He took his hand away from the hair and wondered. Well, I don't blame you even if you can't believe me. Until I met that black cat, I thought there's no such a thing called curse. I sighed when I remembered about the black cat. I don't know why it made me a cat. Takuma suddenly faced away while I was thinking. Takuma? I just remembered. You still remember about when you were a cat, right? I just remembered touching your body everywhere. Takuma was getting really red. Takuma was hiding his face with his arm with embarrassment. Oh, I didn't care at all. That's not counted. At all? That's a little bit. Wish you'd care a little bit. Takuma took his arm away from his face, but he still was red. He was still smiling. Takuma? Then, can I touch you, my princess? Huh? He made me blush again. I really want to touch you, though. Can I? I shook my head, but Takuma already hugged me. I love you. I love you too. I felt like my heart was exploding, but I hugged him back. Since that night, Takuma and I are in a relationship. I went back from the break in the afternoon when the shop is less busy. I was working with Takuma outside the shop. Takuma, should we change the wording on Blackboard? I looked Takuma after looking at the display of the shop and the blackboard. I think it'll be nice weather from now on, so we can introduce the house green with some illustration. What do you think? Sure, that sounds good. Can you write about Dahlia too? Sure. Ring ring. I heard the sound of the bicycle, and when I look up, there was Mr. Fujimoto coming. Hello, Mr. Fujimoto. Or Mr. Fujimoto. Hi. Hello, Takuma. I hope they won't be awkward. I looked at Takuma for a second. Hello, Mr. Fujimoto. Are you going back from your patrolling? With 1 L. Is that normal? I don't know. Takuma replied in bright tone. I don't feel him being cautious. Yeah. Good. I was relieved. Oh, there's new Dahlia. Do you want to have a look? Sure. I'll bring it for you. I looked at Takuma and took the flower arrangement for Dahlia from the display. Here, this is called pom-pom type. Mr. Fujimoto was looking at the pink petal quietly. It's really pretty, right? Mr. Fujimoto nodded. Thank you for showing me. That's alright. I'm glad you came. Thank you for visiting. I'll drop by sometime. Anytime. Yeah. Mr. Fujimoto got on the bicycle. I was saying bye to Mr. Fujimoto, and he suddenly came closer. Takuma became more cheerful. He said in a quiet voice. It was surprising, but made me smile. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Yeah, see you around. Bye! I bowed again to Mr. Fujimoto. When I stood up, Takuma was standing next to me and looking at me. "Oh, Mr. Fujimoto said you look more cheerful now." Takuma looked a little bit jealous, so I told him what I heard. "What? He said that? He's really quick at noticing." Takuma looked toward Mr. Fujimoto. I nodded and smiled and placed Dahlia back to go back inside. It's day off today. I finished the work that Takuma normally does in a morning and came to wake him up. Takuma gave me a key to his apartment with cat key holder. I opened the door and entered. I took my shoes off and looked at my watch. Maybe he's not up yet. He seems like he was working until late last night. I cleaned his apartment the last time I came here, but it was already a mess. I can imagine his business during the week. But the turnip by the window and the lily of the valley on the table is looking lively. He never slacks off for taking care of the flower. I went towards his bedroom and I'd look around once more. Is he still sleeping? Did he get? Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? There was a little voice coming from the bedroom. Oh, this one is awake. I smiled and went toward the voice. Good morning. Is Takuma still sleeping? Through the bedroom door, the white kitty came toward my foot. Oh, don't make that noise. It's too cute. While we were on a date, we found this kitten abandoned in the park, so we decided to take it with us. It was scared in a beginning, but now it's used to us. Aw, you must be hungry. Can you wait a little bit? Let's wake Takuma up. I was telling the kitten, and I kneeled to pick it up. Time to wake up! I entered the bedroom with the kitten. When we entered, there was Takuma sleeping on the bed. He's sleeping deeply. I went closer, but he doesn't seem to wake up. Takuma, please wake up. Takuma, the owner of the Flora, I finished the work for you. There's no owner today. Huh? There's Takuma Suguri, but no owner is around today. That's what he meant. I smiled at his childish joke. And the greeting as usual? I couldn't remember what he said usual, so I thought for a little bit. It's like living together, so he asked me to say this when I entered his place. Haven't forgotten, of course. I'm home, Takuma! I said it slowly and placed kitten on Takuma's belly. Welcome back. Takuma looked at me and the kitten and he looked sleepy, but happy. Please. She looks hungry. Did you give her a food? No, I just came, so I was thinking of feeding her. I replied, but Takuma didn't seem to wake up. Aww. It's not really a kitten, though, is it? Takuma! Kiss me. I'll wake up if you kiss me. Our eyes matched and he smiled. I know I can't win. I gave him a kiss. Takuma's hand touched my cheek. Thank you. You're pretty. You really, really are. Come on, please wake up. Takuma finally woke up and stroked my head gently. I was stroking the kitten's neck and smiled. We were still close enough, so we kissed again. I'm still shy, but I'm so happy. I wanted to enjoy this beautiful moment, so I reached out to Takuma for a hug. And there we go, everyone. The fourth character is done. One more to go. One more. What do you think, huh? What do you think? Has this been a crazy ride so far? Mission complete. Yep. Mission's not 100% complete, though. I'm going for 100%. Which means we gotta get the normal ending. The boo, boring ending. I don't know if I'll read it this time. If it's as long as that ending was. We just know. We saved Takuma. We we're not as in love with him as before, and yeah. Thank you for playing. 3-hour stream. Pia Mikaru. The last stream was also 3 hours.
充電は大丈夫ですか？
Did you know that? The last stream yesterday? It was also 3 hours. I can't say, Takuma. It's a secret. Up, but not really. Speak of the devil, stay hydrated, bye. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna skip all this. Do. Skip all this. I am good. There's Mr. Sugary. Yeah. Saijo. That's Mr. Saijo. Forgetting everyone's names already. He invited us. He's being shy. Just like me. I turned into a cat, and Black Cat saved us. And then I'm gonna transform right in front of him. Because bleep it! Normal and how boring. Came to my place. I'm gonna skip all this. I'm not interested. There's probably some funny, like, dialogue things, but I'm good. Notice how it doesn't really matter, like, which ending we get. The curse is still broken no matter what. It's just the better ending has more stuff. Don't cry. I'm sure you'll be alright. Okay. Takuma's face came closer, but I'm scared to look at Takuma. He won't hate me for hearing this. I bit my lips without noticing. My cheek gently. Look at me. You'll be alright. When I look up, you look calm. Trying to cheer me up, wiped my tears and nodded. Yeah, kiss happened. My entire body became born. There was light shining. The curse has been broken. Yay! Curse is broken, but we're not dating, so who cares? I thought only for books or a movie. I know. Don't hesitate to. Felt so warm. Details. Please say that you'll quit. Please don't say that you'll quit working here. Oh, look at this. Look at this word. Fixinks. Fixinks you very much, and I'm sorry. Takuma was touching my shoulder. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm sure I'm missing, like, amazing dialogue right now, but I'm good. And that was the normal ending. Oh man. I'm gonna stretch a bit. 3-hour streams. You think that someday I could stream for 4 hours? Maybe 5 hours if I'm just that crazy? That was fast. Yeah, I skipped all of it. My interest level and my sleepiness. Interest level was like 0. Sleepiness is an 8, we'll say. So, tomorrow, I hope you're ready to represent Team Waffle. Team Waffle will win. Will be the best. The best around. Yep, Waffle Gang. So, quick question to you. Who should we do next? Should we do Takuma again? Should we do the last guy? Should we do this guy again, or this guy again? I mean, if you want to do any of these 4 again, I'd don't really see the point. But, you know what? I think we're gonna go with Kyohei. I'm gonna choose. We're gonna do Kyohei next time. And that'll be the last stream of this game. We're almost there, guys. We're just so close to the end. I can taste it. Do Splatfest next? Yeah, I will. I will do the Splatfest next. It's gonna be fun. And then, after I finish Kitty Love, well, it'll be non-stop Tales of Vesperia. A game that I love. I wonder if the Splatfest is happening right now, even. I'm curious, that's all. I'm just curious. Can I be curious? Blip, 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 blip. It is happening right now. Well, that'll be next time, guys. I hope you all have a lovely day. Pia Mikaru, thank you, of course, for sticking with me this long. And I do thank everyone for stopping in for at least a little bit. But yeah, see you all tomorrow. Have a good sleep. Waffle represent.